Alright, it's time for some more Return to Monkey Island. This game doesn't have like a title screen, it's really weird. Oh, I forgot to turn something off on Steam. I was fiddling with something earlier today. Let me just do that real quick. You guys can't see it, but apparently I have an FPS counter in the top corner from Steam. There we go. Okay, what were we doing? Trying to find a way to flatten Murray. I'm sure this is gonna be easy. I thought of something off stream.
That is one revoltingly greasy.
That I might want to try. Really can't interact with those anymore. Can we just like toss them underneath here? No? Hmm.
That's a big rudder.
I wonder what coming down here is for. Cut off a piece of the rudder? Hmm. I wonder if you could do some of these things.
How's it going in there, Murray?
You will pay for this indignity, you worthless skull napper.
Get me across real fast. What if we put him on the anchor? No?
It looks like it'd be more useful for fishing than stopping.
We do anything with the anchor? Hmm. Mentioned fishing. Like, can we go fishing with it? Hmm.
This is a bunch of empty containers of monkey blood and squid ink.
Monkey blood and squid ink. Can we, like, take that? Why does this game seem loud today? Was it loud the other day and I just didn't notice? No, it sounds like too far. Maybe my headset's so too loud. No, seems fine. Trivia card. How many parrots are next to the scurvy dog? Oh, never mind. What is next to a dead end on Terror Island? Hell is Terror Island? Next to a dead end? I don't remember what game that's from.
How's the potion coming?
You heard the captain. It's nearly finished. Go and find a flattened skull like he told you to. If you can't do that, find a regular skull and flatten it.
Want some crackers? Bush chicken feed?
Sorry if I offended you.
Oh, that's okay. I know you're under pressure.
He's got a fishing hook on his hat, actually. What is the deal with the fishing hooks? Is that gonna, like, come up later or something?
Looks like it's empty.
Can't load it with anything, as far as I know. Wait, was that glowy?
Ready for cannon firing.
That had better be the sound of you working, Swabby.
I think it's just a sculpture. I hope it's just a sculpture.
I don't really know what that is.
I better leave it on while I'm on the ship.
There's nothing you need up there, new guy.
The crow's nest is up there. Gotta go. I've got a job to do.
My condolences.
Is there a way we can distract this guy somehow? I just realized we lost one of our keys when we went to chapter 2, but not the other one. That's strange.
This is a bunch of empty containers of preservatives and coloring agents. This is a bunch of empty containers of preservatives and coloring agents. Eee, devil crabs like limbs, apparently.
Crabs, eh? Did it do anything with them?
Eee, devil crabs like limbs, apparently.
We don't have any limbs to do anything with.
Excuse me, your captainship?
I told ye to find a flattened skull. Do it! Before I decide to use yours instead.
We bugged the Chuck in any way? Stab him.
The crow's nest is up there. Now's not a good time to attract attention. Toasty. Toasty.
We can't burn any more items that we have. What did these signs say again?
Reminder to all crew. Extinguish demon fire with the proper extinguishment. Other methods will not work.
Extinguish demon fire. You talking about all those?
Reminder to all crew. Extinguish demon fire with the proper extinguishment. Other methods will not work.
Wonder what that means.
Stop overfeeding Molly, you rotten clods. She has digestive trouble and I'm tired of cleaning it up. These open plan offices are all the rage now.
Is this the one that I messed up last time? Flowers by the bench are... What bench? I don't know. Purple.
It just fell apart. I was barely even here. I guess it's a good sign if they're not trying to leave.
Oh, it's the laundry machine. We did a thing. What do we need a laundry machine? Oh, to flatten the skull.
Let me apologize in advance. You're gonna have to take one for the team.
I see no team. Only you, withered zombie man. Let me assure you that whatever you're planning, it will be nothing compared to the torments that I will...
Get in there. Poor Murray.
The headache from my old cannon injury is gone.
Oh, good.
and replaced with a brand new, even more excruciating one. I would admire your methods if they had been used on someone else.
Thanks, I guess.
The question is, though, if that's how we move forward, is there anything else I can do? Or is that the demon fire, I wonder, that they're talking about? Because there's so many candles around. I don't know if I'm probably not done with this place if I do that, but I was wondering, like, what is some of the other stuff for? Like, for example, why can we make this one sick?
At least they don't smell like live chickens.
What is the point of doing this? You leave, and you come back.
Ew.
Can you, like, interact with that in any meaningful way? Doesn't look like it. All you could do is grab it with the mop, put it places, I guess.
If I clean off the grease, I won't be able to leave this way.
Does it stay on there? I guess we can, like, undo this. I'm just curious about something with it.
The rest of my gear is in there.
I wonder
I
what
hope it'll be
geary
safe down
means.
here. It's probably fine.
Kind of gear, because we have all our stuff here. Was this just like an alternate way of doing it? Like, did we not need to use the grease? I'm just curious. Oh, you can't spread it around, it just cleans it. So I'm gonna leave that there, I guess. Like, it's gotta be for something, right? I just don't know what. So we can't really interact with it.
I have a skull. Should I put it in the pot?
Is it flat?
Uncomfortably so.
Then yes.
Murray, I'm afraid I've got more bad news for you.
I, Murray, do not hear bad news. I am bad news.
Poor Murray.
My visage is the harbinger, striking abject terror into the loins of those who merely glimpse me.
Unless they're looking at you from the side, in which case they might be afraid of getting a paper cut.
You have crushed me with a mangle. Yes, but I am unstoppable. There is nothing you can do to diminish my...
Murray!
Next stop, Monkey Island.
Swabby!
Why are you out of the oat? You're not ready for the deck. Where's your mop? And also...
Uh-oh. A potion! Oh, you are dead, man.
I can explain, sir. I guess you'll be first swab now, whatever your name is.
A promotion. I won't let you down.
This'll be ruined now it's spilled. Start making the potion again. I'll be in me cabin, gritting me collection of other people's teeth.
Redo the potion? Is that even possible?
No! We barely scraped together the ingredients the first time. We're out of almost everything.
Who wants to tell LeChuck?
No one should tell Lechuck. Let's not be stupid.
Let's tip the cauldron back and pretend we're working on it. Maybe he'll forget about it eventually.
You don't know Lechuck like I do. But it'll buy us some time.
Is this one of those times where you substitute different stuff for all the ingredients and it works anyway?
No,
Sounds
they were
about
right.
right.
We couldn't make the potion again.
But you told me that you can't get to Monkey Island unless you make the potion.
Well, I did. But as it turns out, there is a way. We storytellers call what's happening now a twist.
Okay?
No.
So what did you do? Was there a magic map? An ancient sea creature? Did you move the island instead of the ship?
Whoa there. Do you want to tell the story or listen to me?
Do I have to answer that?
There was an important piece of the puzzle that I hadn't seen yet. I started by looking around the ship for opportunities.
Hey,
Obviously, we got Murray back.
That looks like a permanent stain. Ew, smells worse than it looks.
We pick up the stain?
It's empty now. What's that?
Plundering prospects.
You won't need those. I'll find a way for us to get to Monkey Island. Hey, Bob, have you got any ideas on how to get to Monkey Island that don't involve a voodoo potion?
My mind's a blank. I try to keep it that way if possible.
So, can we dump him back in there now?
How's it going in there, Murray?
I don't know what you're planning now, but I'm going to see you burn for it.
This is a bunch of empty containers of monkey blood and squid ink.
Monkey blood and squid ink. I'm guessing we need to gather up this shit, and that's why the
This is a bunch of
supplies.
empty containers of preservatives and coloring agents.
Coloring agents.
This is a bunch of empty containers of preservatives and coloring agents.
Oh, we can go up to the crow's nest now. What are we looking at here?
Bay, ship ahoy!
Oh.
You should try looking through this thing once in a while.
Things are simpler when I don't.
Well, you might be right in this case. It's Captain Madison. Ready the cannons.
Don't worry about it. Lechuck already knows they're out there. And also he threw out the cannonballs. They were metric.
Wait, never mind. Something's going on. They've got a cauldron on deck.
We steal their stuff?
That looks like a cinnamon stick. Mint, squid ink. Hey, wait a minute. I know that recipe. They didn't come to sink us. Those weasels are going to Monkey Island.
Okay.
Those double-crossing thieves. That's piracy.
I'm not sure what else you were expecting under the circumstances.
Why aren't they happier? A well-placed stab in the back is cause for celebration.
They have no skulls.
Aha! They're missing a skull. All they need is a skull, and they'll be heading for Monkey Island.
What? Sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
Make ready to sail.
Do I look like a quartermaster to you? You sure don't look like one to me.
I'll go talk to Iron Rose. This is gonna be great.
If you say so, Swabby.
These things get more sophisticated every year.
Would that we all did the same.
I've got an idea for how we can get to Monkey Island.
So you said. You should tell Iron Rose about it. Or someone who cares, if you can find such a person.
Devil crabs like limbs, apparently.
Sure, those crabs are gonna be useful eventually.
Now's not a good time to attract attention. Oops. Looks like it's empty.
Yeah, I guess firing at them's not gonna matter.
I have an amazing idea.
Does it involve mobbing?
No, it involves following another ship to Monkey Island. See, Captain Madison is just east of us right now.
Madison. Huh. She owes me money. And a hat.
They're brewing the potion to go to Monkey Island.
So?
So I'm gonna help them finish it, and then we follow them. All I need to do is get them a skull somehow. Make ready to sail.
No.
We don't even want to go to Monkey Island.
Golod gave us a perfect excuse to skip it, and now you're about to screw it up. Let's lock him in the hold.
Whoa, hang on. Why, I thought the whole point of this voyage was to go to Monkey Island.
It was.
But that was strictly LeChuck's idea. There's nothing on that island except for the secret. The secret doesn't split 6 ways.
7.
LeChuck only wants it because of his obsession with that stale glass of milk Guybrush Threepwood.
Hey, did I tell you guys he asked about a job on the ship?
Threepwood?
The secret is worth more than mere money.
Spoken like someone not in need of money.
I've got expenses.
I think you're making a mistake.
Let's put it to a vote.
Voting is supposed to be at 1 bell. Fair enough.
Pay attention, Swabby. This is how we make decisions on a pirate ship. The matter before the crew is the question of whether we
we
should
have to
go
convince
to
them all?
Monkey Island.
Or as
I
many as
vote
we
nay.
can?
Nay.
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 Aye.
The vote to go has to be unanimous. It isn't. Meeting adjourned.
What? Unanimous?
It means I had to convince each and every member of the crew to change their vote.
Wow.
Listen, about that trip to Monkey Island.
That we voted against.
Exactly. I want to try to persuade you to change your mind about it. Or if not your mind, then at least your vote.
Good luck with that. I'm regretting hiring you right now.
Aren't you curious about what the secret might turn out to be?
Not really. No. Most secrets turn out to be either disappointing or disturbing. That's why people cover them up in the first place.
As quartermaster, it seems like you should be more loyal to LeChuck, who, I will point out, very much wants to go.
I've been with LeChuck a long time.
Exactly.
In the beginning, I really admired the way he saw the world.
As his own personal plaything?
I don't know, that's just it. I can't even remember what I found so inspiring. It makes it hard to follow his lead on a personal quest like the secret of Monkey Island.
Oh. I still think you should vote to go to Monkey Island.
I don't want to talk about that now. I'm having a crisis of faith about not being inspired by LeChuck to follow his lead.
Okay.
So we need to find a way to get her inspired about LeChuck, do we?
Bob, I confess I'm a little confused about what your job is. I mean, I know you hang up there all day. I'm just not sure why.
As yardarm hanger, I serve as an example to the crew of what might happen if they break the rules. It's an important role, though admittedly not an exciting one.
I'd like to discuss your vote on the Monkey Island issue.
It's nay. I'm afraid going to Monkey Island doesn't really have anything in it for me.
Wouldn't the change of scenery be nice?
I've seen lots of scenery.
How about I make it worth your while?
Go on.
I'll be your best friend.
My best friend will always be the sea, or maybe Putra.
I'll take your next shift.
If I didn't know better, I'd say you were after my job. No thanks.
I'll get you transferred to the other yardarm.
I've been there. I prefer this one.
Well, what would you be interested in?
Well, I've got all I need, but I'm bored. We used to have an entertainment budget, but this fancy new ship is leveraged like crazy, so there are no frills anymore.
Entertainment, you say? I'm sure I could come up with something. Entertainment is my middle name.
Something to entertain
Oh,
him.
that's funny. Oh, I do like a good joke. They don't last very long, though.
Want a painting of some dude?
Would you like to read this pamphlet?
No thanks. I've already read that lots of times.
Huh.
Do you remember giving me this at my orientation? It's got some good stuff in it.
Oh, yeah. I put it together myself, you know.
No kidding.
Betray trust, commit fraud, threaten bodily harm. So unswerving, so unapologetically ruthless. This really takes me back.
Me too. Back to earlier today in my case.
Lechuck is really an amazing
Oh, there we
leader.
go.
You can hang on to that if you like.
No, thanks, I'm good. Now that I've remembered why it is that I'm willing to follow Lechuck anywhere, even when I think he's doing something stupid.
Just so we're clear, that means you're gonna vote to go to Monkey Island now?
Yes, even though I know you want me to.
Works for me. Pirate Times, editor Conrad Lee, ready to publish your unrecognized genius.
You want some monocles? Wonder if some of these older items are going to be useful here or not. Oh, Murray? Yeah, I don't think I have what he wants. Might be something different down here now. What happens if we go to talk to Lechuck?
You, Swabby, come over here.
I'm scared.
Ye be new to my ship. I like to meet each of my crew. What's your name, Swabby?
Mike. Crazy Beard the Beardless. Swabby is fine. I'm gonna go with Crazy Beard the Beardless.
Crazy Beard, the Beardless.
Look, I'm just going to call you Swabby. It's not good for the chain of command if we get too friendly. Any questions? None? Good. I likes an unquestioning crew.
What's that he's got there?
Get back to work before I use your entrails as bait. Wait! Don't forget the keel hauling tomorrow at 4. I like to think of it as a team-building exercise.
I won't.
What? Keep your eyes off that map, Swabby. That be the one true map to the secret of Monkey Island, procured by me at great expense and no small amount of trouble. So, I'll not have you touching it, even with your eyeballs. Leastwise, not while they still reside in your skull.
Guess we need to get that from him.
Stop! No one's allowed in my inner sanctum.
Did he just have a stress ball in his hand?
One of your ancestors?
None of your business, Swabby. What do you think you're doing, Swabby? Back where you belong.
Do we swap his map with my old map?
I don't like the way you're eyeing my map.
Oh, can we distract him somehow? I know that's probably the answer because it's there. Question is, what can we do to distract him? Think of something. Wait, can we... I just never thought about it. We didn't talk to him.
Thinking. Make it quick, Swabby. What do you want, Swabby?
Behind you is three-headed monkey.
Didn't Guybrush Threepwood get to Monkey Island years ago?
Guybrush Threepwood is a fancy pants-wearing third-rate sailor and a has-been pirate. He stole the woman I loved, and I will eat his heart at the gates of hell.
Did you really love Elaine, or was it more of a...
My patience is wearing thin, Swabby. One more thing, Swabby. Now that you be first swab, you'll be needing to fill out the Swabby report. Take this report, fill it out, and give it to Iron Rose for her initials. Some say it's grog that keeps a pirate ship running. It's not. It's paperwork.
What is that we just got? First Swab's report. Log messes found around the ship. Oh, there's like tons of messes.
Shouldn't ye be swabbing? What do you want, Swabby?
Why exactly are you trying to find the secret of Monkey Island?
The secret of Monkey Island has tormented many a pirate. Some believe it doesn't exist, that it's just a myth or a joke concocted by a fool. None has been more obsessed over it than that idiot Guybrush.
Was he really obsessed?
I think it holds a mystical power to be harnessed for evil. And as an added bonus, it will drive Threepweed over the edge of madness.
Threepwood. Wood, with 2 O's.
What was your name again?
Swabby, with 2 B's. Mind if I take a look at that map you were waving around earlier?
Don't touch the map.
Are you sure I can't take a peek at the map to the secret? I just washed my hands.
Touching that map is a shortcut to being keelhauled.
I may have figured out a way to get to Monkey Island. I spotted another ship making a potion, and we can just follow them.
What does that nameplate say? The one there, on my desk.
It says Lechuck.
And Lechuck is a leader, not a follower. Now get out of here so I can think!
Oh yeah, what is over here? Oh.
Flair?
What?
Forgive me, but I'm unclear. What exactly is your job on this ship?
I'm the second mate, bosun, gunner, ship surgeon, and composer. And I do the laundry.
Wow. Save a little for the rest of us, huh?
You after my jobs? Better not be. I need the cash. I'm saving up.
What are you saving up for?
None of your business, Swabby.
What's that you're working on?
It's theme music for Lechuck.
Theme music?
I'm sketching out a melody. I'm happy with the first 2 notes. They're both do. The repetition emphasizes LeChuck's relentless nature, his dogged pursuit of his goals. It's a quality I admire. Still working on the other notes. My target is 7 total. I'm hoping to work in an augmented 4th to make it sound demonic.
Right. I understand completely.
You must have some scrubbing to get to, right, Swabby?
How's the score going?
It would be going a lot better with fewer interruptions.
Flair?
What?
Can we talk about your vote on going to Monkey Island?
No.
Oh, come on. There must be something I can do for you. Something you want?
Nothing you can give me.
Try me.
Okay, fine. Earlier today, I lost my grandmother's whale knife. It was a gorgeous heirloom. I treasured it, and now it's gone. Bring me the knife, and I'll vote for your stupid plan.
Great. Can you tell me where and when you last saw it?
It was sticking out of Gullet's back, right after I stabbed him with it.
Oof.
Probably still there.
LeChuck threw Gullet over the side.
Yep. Joke's on you, Swabby. And I guess on me, too. Now beat it. I'm busy.
You want my knife?
Nice try, Swabby, but that's not my knife. It's not even a whale knife.
Want some money? Ooh, new room. Trivia card. The duck in the park can be fed. It was bread, wasn't it?
So, Putra,
Chef? Putra? Please call me Chef. Everybody does.
they do?
No, never. But they should.
How come people don't call you chef?
Because they're a bunch of pedestrian clods who wouldn't know a great meal if it hit them in the mouth. Which, by the way, it often does, if you cook it right.
Or wrong.
But mainly it's because technically I am a cook, not a chef. It's a job title.
So a chef is better than a cook?
Not necessarily. I mean, a good cook makes better food than a lousy chef. But being a cook is mostly about mastery of materials and technique, whereas a chef adds artistry, improvisation, and innovation. Anyone who's tasted my boiled monkfish and haggis dumplings should agree that I deserve that title.
So a chef outranks a cook?
Yeah, of course, on a ship this size, I'd still be the only one making food, so that part doesn't mean anything. It's just about the recognition.
Does a chef get paid more than a cook?
I mean, yes, but on this ship, not enough to make a difference. It's the principle of the thing.
Well, have you tried to get a promotion?
Only about a dozen times. I keep the written request handy, complete with case studies and cost-benefit analysis. There is absolutely nothing wrong with this. But Lechuck refuses to sign it.
Management.
Yeah.
Wonder if we can get him to sign it.
Did you know Gullet well?
Sure. He and I were the only zombies in the crew until you came along.
Sometimes I forget I'm a zombie.
No, I don't. Every time I try to get a decent cooking job at a restaurant or some swanky manor house, they say I'm too green, and they play it off like they're talking about experience level, but I know what they mean. Zombies need not apply. We don't want them rotting near the food. You must have experiences like that.
Yeah, all the time.
They think all we want to do is eat brains.
Which, to be honest, I do want. But not constantly. That's a terrible stereotype.
How did you become a zombie?
Oh, the usual way. I was at the Culinary Academy at the time. At first, I thought I was having an allergic reaction to some strawberries. How about you?
Me?
Zombie my marriage. I was asleep at the time.
I'm a zombie by marriage?
Good one. I was married once, too. I know what you mean.
What was Gullet like?
Well, you'll have noticed he was a bit of a bully.
Not at all.
He didn't have much power or control in his life, and he was insecure about that. So he compensated by being domineering, vicious, and cruel whenever he had the opportunity.
You don't say.
But he had his good side. He wrote poetry. Nobody else knows that. He kept it a secret. He was always afraid someone would steal his ideas. Not that anyone would have. His poems were total garbage.
Anyway, I'd like to try to sway you on the Monkey Island vote.
Save your breath, I'm unswayable. There's only one opinion I value, and that's Iron Rose's. She's the smartest one on the ship.
Second smartest.
Now that you mention it, I'm remembering that I said just last week that I'd always vote with Rose. So I'm gonna do that on this too.
So we get a yes
Whatever way
automatically?
Rose votes, that's how I'll vote. Thanks for reminding me.
Great. I just want to confirm your vote on going to Monkey Island.
I'll be for it if Rose is for it.
Okay. I'll let you get back to cooking.
Yeah.
Putra makes a compelling case for promotion. Why don't I see if I can make some headway with your promotion? I think Lechuck likes me.
Sure, knock yourself out. If nothing else, we'll all get some entertainment out of it.
So can we fool him with something else?
Hiding Putra's promotion request in with my Swabby report isn't going to be any use. Putra needs her request to be authorized by Lechuck himself, not the quartermaster. Putra makes a compelling case for promotion.
I think what I have to do is finish the first Swab's report, and then maybe I can hide it underneath the finished one, because she probably has to get it signed by Lechuck. That would be my guess.
You'd think on a ship there would be opportunity to change the water once in a while.
So can I use this on, like...
It would take forever to itemize in here. I'll just make a blanket entry for the whole galley. You might want to change this water someday. Just a thought.
It's not water. I'm marinating the plate scrapings for tomorrow's dinner.
At first I thought the privy must be behind there, but no, it's just the pantry. What is all this stuff anyway?
Oh, you know, urchin husks, bile duck extract, sugar, fangweed. Nothing unusual.
Can I give you a hand washing these plates?
Nah, I already did those.
Can I ask about that pepper shaker?
It was demon pepper, made from demon peppers, which are basically the hottest peppers you can get. Do not, under any circumstances, put it on anything you intend to eat.
I like spicy food.
Not like this. Burns on the way in, burns on the way out. In between, burns. Doesn't matter though. The shaker's empty. I'm all out.
Whoa. I'm not sure those are quite dead yet. It sounds like screaming, but really quiet. What's the soup of the day?
Some former crew members who didn't work out.
Yikes.
It's a delicacy.
It's hard to tell if those are for cooking or combat.
It's cute that you think there's a difference.
I think that's everything in here. So for sure, we need to use a report down here.
It's revolting, and it's a slipping hazard.
Can I put this in there?
I'm not sure if this is ectoplasm or what. Ugh. Guess I should have cleaned that, but I'll leave it for the next swabby.
PC port hole, splattered ghost, chicken guap on hold. 3 spots in the hold. Our galley is on a sanitary disaster. We need one more, I guess? How do we get this egg?
Ugh, I'll keep my distance. Mothers are more vicious defending their young. Putra makes a compelling case for promotion.
Oh, have I not tried that?
I think that only works on parrots. I think that only works on parrots. Ew.
Maybe that's what this is for. Maybe it's messy down here. Ah, figured he might be down here.
Kill it!
You!
I have to say, I thought you were gone for good. I was feeling no small amount of pleasure about it, in fact.
It'll take more than a bath to get rid of old Gullet. Now pull me out of here before I hang you by your own intestines, Swabby.
You might want to take a friendlier tone.
This is my friendly tone, you blabbering pile of excrement.
You know, this is a good time to try to maybe test out time running down.
I can hold my breath for 10 minutes, more or less. How about you?
Well, technically, I don't have to breathe at all, but it's a reflex, isn't it? You can't really stop doing it, and it feels like drowning the whole time. So get me out of here right now, you colossal git.
I'm the only one who knows you're down here.
Not true. I know I'm down here, don't I?
Well, I guess you've got me there.
Ha!
If I leave you here, do you think you can free yourself?
Of course not. You think I haven't tried that already? It's a matter of leverage. As in, I'm gonna get a lever and smack you in the head with it if you don't get me out of here right now.
Once we set sail, you'll probably be crushed into paste by the rudder.
Why would you tell me that?
Well, in case you're worried about being stuck for a long time.
When I get my hands on you, I'm gonna eat both your legs, throw them up, and then eat them all over again.
It would be smart of me not to give you the opportunity then. Nice talking to you, Gullet.
What do you mean, nice talking to you?
Oh, I don't mean it literally, of course. Just politely ending our conversation.
Wait, no, get me out of here for pity's sake. You baboon! I'll get you for this.
I'm assuming no one will actually read this and come down here to find him. That's it. I've completed my report. I should show it to Iron Rose. He's pretty securely pinned there by the rudder. There's also a knife in his back, but that's clearly not why he's stuck. That's Flare Gory's grandmother's whale knife. It's a beauty.
You clown. That isn't gonna do any good. It wasn't even bothering me.
It's Flare Gory's grandmother's whale knife.
Oh, I can't stab him again. What else can we do with him?
Can I get you anything?
You can tell whoever's been turning the ship's wheel to knock it off. I could lose a leg or something.
I'll be sure to pass that along.
Yeah, I don't feel like waiting 5 minutes, so.
Could you initial this report, please?
Huh. Yes. Very thorough.
See? I am good at my job.
I wouldn't go that far. Here. I've got a bunch of other reports ready for the captain's signature. Why don't you take in the whole stack?
I see. That's what I figured. Just mix it right in there, the promotion. I still haven't gotten up top to ask him about his stuff.
Can't you see me be thinking? Make it quick, Swabby! Paperwork? Okay, hand it over. All stamped. Now please give me some peace and quiet.
Still don't know how to turn him around to get that map.
It's Chef Putra's request for promotion, stamped by Lechuck. It's a stack of papers stamped by Lechuck.
So, can we give these back to her? Is there a reason to?
I don't have time for that right now. It's all stuff LeChuck has to approve anyway.
But it's already approved. Oh yeah, we gotta give her a knife, but it's your promotion.
Good news, Chef Putra. You're officially promoted.
I'm a chef! Chef Putra! Thanks, Swabby. You're amazing. I owe you one.
So is that not doing anything?
So, Chef. I'll let you get back to cooking.
Yeah.
What was the point of that? Does it change anything?
Remind me what you told me about the pepper?
It's very, very, very hot. And very empty.
So we can't get more of it?
I found your knife.
My grandmother's knife. Thanks, Swabby. I have no idea how you pulled that off, but I guess a deal's a deal. I'll vote for your stupid plan.
So technically, do we have enough votes? I kind of want to see if I can get them all, though. I don't know if you need to or not. Wombat, get a unanimous vote. Wait, we don't need Bob's vote? Oh, we do need Bob's. So yeah, technically I could go for it, but let's go for the unanimous one if we can. Steal his map. We also need to do that. What does Flambe want?
Working hard?
Never.
What's the book?
It's a book of underworld jokes. Jokes from beyond the pale. Unheard of in this world.
Underworld jokes, you say? Any good?
Hilarious.
I wonder if I need that.
Would you describe that book as entertaining?
I would use a shorter word, but yes.
Think you'll be done reading soon?
Nah, I don't really have anything else to do.
Does it hurt to have your head on fire?
I'm a demon. We're sort of all about that. You get used to it.
If you stuck your head in a bucket of water, would it help?
Demon fire burns underwater, so no.
I'm guessing you don't wear hats.
Once in a while, I look good in them. For a few seconds.
I can't stop thinking about your head. I mean, what it would be like to have a head that was on fire.
I can help you out with that if you are really curious.
Nice.
Let's talk about your vote on going to Monkey Island. Are there any particular favors I can do for you? I don't know a lot about your interests.
My main interests are sleeping and eating. I try to do both as much as possible.
Do you have a favorite food?
Oh, yes. Scorched Alaska. Salty like widow's tears. Sweet like revenge. And fiery like a hot poker to the tongue. Except when Putra makes it, unfortunately. She does not make it hot enough for my taste.
Think you'll be done reading soon?
Oops.
Nah, I don't really have anything else to do.
About your vote.
It doesn't mean much to me one way or the other. But hey, you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours.
You want me to scratch your back?
Figure of speech. No need to burn yourself. Do something nice for me, and maybe I help you.
Keep up the bad work.
Always.
Maybe she'll make it because I made her a chef. Oh wait, where am I going? I have a feeling a bunch of these items that I haven't interacted with are going to be important for this.
So, Chef. I don't suppose you know how to make scorched Alaska?
Of course I can make scorched Alaska. I have to warn you though, it's not going to be very spicy. It'll be fine. You wouldn't like the full strength version anyway.
So I have to find a way to get spice, don't I?
Some chefs these days use dandruff out of a can. But I would
Jeez.
never take a shortcut like that. One scorched Alaska, extra mild.
Thanks.
Oops.
Sweet. Hardly any warmer now. Hardly any warmer now.
There's something we can do to... How can we get spice? Something hot?
Can't you see me be thinking? Make it quick, Swabby!
Huh.
Hardly any warmer now. Hardly any warmer now. Hardly any warmer now. Hardly any warmer now.
Gotta be a way to make it hotter, right? Figure out anything to do with these guys over here.
That looks like a permanent stain. Ew, smells worse than it looks.
Weird that I didn't have to put that mess in the thing. I guess that was probably an option, but
This is a bunch of empty containers of monkey blood and squid ink.
maybe I should just try giving it to him.
I had to call in a few favors, but I managed to get you this.
Ugh, take the monstrosity away. Its blandness offends me, even at a distance. Scorched Alaska must be like a hot poker to the tongue.
How can we get that to happen?
These things get more sophisticated every year.
Bob, have any ideas?
What do you like to do for fun?
Oh, pretty much anything. I'm easy.
Historical novels?
I do enjoy reading.
Aha! Biographies?
I do enjoy reading.
Basket weaving?
Well, no,
Meditation?
not so much.
Yodeling?
Not really.
Carpentry?
Nope,
Whittling?
not really.
Whistling?
Not so much.
Philosophical discussion?
Not really.
Water ballet?
Well, no,
Gin rummy?
not really.
Checkers?
Not really.
Sea shanties?
Not really.
Clog dancing?
Well, no.
Bowling?
Well, no.
Flea circus?
Well, no.
Keel hauling?
Not so much.
Embroidery?
Well, no.
Improvisational theater?
Jeez.
Not really.
Model shipbuilding?
Well, no.
Animal husbandry?
Nope.
Autobiographies?
I do enjoy reading.
Adventure stories?
I do enjoy reading.
Travel guides?
I do enjoy reading.
Self-help books?
I do enjoy reading.
Crime thrillers?
I do enjoy reading.
Speculative fantasy?
I do enjoy reading.
Romance novels?
I do enjoy reading.
Gotta go
Reading?
through
I
each
do
one.
enjoy reading.
Reading?
I do enjoy reading.
I'll see what I can find. It's empty now. As quartermaster, can't you just decide that we're going to Monkey Island and tell the others what to do?
Sorry, Swabby. That just isn't how it works. I respect the will of the crew. Everybody has to be
Oh,
in.
it has to be unanimous? Okay, that makes more sense. I thought they were just asking me for unanimous.
Looks like it's empty.
I'm guessing that's because I put it on hard.
That seems promising, but inconvenient for carrying around.
What does that mean?
Ready for cannon firing. That seems promising, but inconvenient for carrying around.
Hail it on the hot pointy thing. Do I have to find a different hot pointy thing?
I think it's just a sculpture. I hope it's just a sculpture.
Maybe you have to put something else on it? What? Oh.
Oops. This should make it good and scorching.
That was simple enough. I don't know how I didn't notice that you can cut that off anyway.
I had to call in a few favors, but I managed to get you this.
I like when he gives you
Scotched
hints.
Alaska, sweet
You do it the wrong way like that?
shades of my shady and poisonous childhood. It seals me inside like a lost love. A masterpiece. There's one bite missing.
Well,
Much respect, Swabby. I am in your debt. I hate being in debt, so let's just say I'll vote your way next time we talk about that plan of yours. The one with the monkeys.
would you describe this book as entertaining?
I would use a shorter word, but yes.
Wait, why do they both say
Would
ask
you
the
describe
book?
this book as entertaining?
I would use a shorter word, but yes.
You're not reading this. Can I borrow
That
it?
seemed like a
Sure,
weird bug.
I'll let you have it for the rest of the day.
Thanks. Hey, Bob, I've got a great book for you.
Hey, this looks promising. Thanks. I owe you one.
Can I count on your vote to go to Monkey Island?
Sure, no problem.
I think I've got everyone's support now. Time to call for another vote.
Problem is, we still don't have his map. I don't know if that's going to be a problem.
Can we vote on going to Monkey Island again?
You want another vote? Go ring the bell yourself.
Okay.
That time again already?
Wait.
Well, let's get to it. Come to order, you murdering, traitorous dogs. Why is the ship's cauldron still empty? I distinctly ordered a mystical voodoo potion. If a ship is going to function properly, blah, 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 blah.
This is
Blah,
distracting.
blah, blah, play one alive, blah, blah. Blah, blah, keel hole, blah, blah, walk the plank, blah, blah, blah. And
Oh, we can go
another
now.
thing, blah, blah.
A map's a map. I don't think he'll spot the difference. Now I just need a unanimous vote from the crew. No problem.
I'm guessing if we did the vote
In
first,
conclusion, shape up, or
It
the
would have
heels
said I
will
needed
be
the map.
gnawing on your carcass. All right, same time tomorrow then. Dismissed.
okay, we're well on our way now. Red berry bush, follow the stone monkey hands. Stick to the path by the wooden chicken, sneak past the bees and heed the sign. This kind of reminds me of the map in the first Monkey Island. Do you ring it once and then just go down, I guess?
One bell.
Yeah.
Voting hour.
The meeting is called to order. Are there any matters to be voted on?
Following Madison's ship to Monkey Island, on which I vote aye.
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 6 in favor, none opposed.
I hope you're happy, Grandma.
Everybody, get ready. We'll follow the other ship as soon as she gets underway.
Yes!
So then you went to Monkey Island.
Almost. It was time to send Murray back to Madison. Somehow.
Okay.
Okay, Murray, I just need one more thing from you.
You tried to smash me and drown me, and I have emerged unscathed. Well, almost unscathed, but there's nothing you can do that will harm me.
I hope you're not allergic to gunpowder.
Of course I'm not.
Hey, what are you doing? Seems like you're dangerous.
Poor Murray.
You, okay in there, Murray?
When I get out of here, I'm going to chew both your legs off and use your traitorous fingers to pick my teeth.
Okay then. Just checking.
We check on him again.
You, okay in there, Murray?
When I get out of here.
Okay then.
Just hoping for a different message. How How are we gonna hit this? There's no way that's gonna land right in the cauldron. Good enough.
She's underway.
All hands, stand bottom
Who are the
exit.
crabs for there? I guess they're not for anything. Thought they'd be important.
We're nearly there, me hearties. The fabled shores of fabled Monkey Island. Captain Madison and her associates will have to be dealt with, of course. But our top priority is the secret. Extra grog rations for everyone.
Grog.
Hey!
All right.
Uh-oh. Guybrush, what are you doing?
Rapewood!
Oops.
I did not see that coming.
I suppose you think you're very clever.
Right up to the part where I took off the eye patch.
Let's just say I think one of us is more clever than the other.
Let's just judge that according to which of us winds up with the secret, while the other one is being eaten by fish at the bottom of the ocean. I want to savor this, so I'm going to let you have the first jab.
You move like a wounded hippopotamus.
You move like a dead one.
Okay, decent comeback.
Why don't you try again?
Oh, jeez.
You're all swagger and no dagger.
I've got plenty of dagger. Blast.
Oh, hey! Hey, cheating! I won that round. Also, I'm pretty sure we're supposed to use the swords when we do this.
You don't seem to know how to use a sword. I can't decide if you're waving that thing like a feather duster or more like a mop.
Hey, I know that one!
Oh, been practicing, huh? What comeback would
what's
you use
the-
for? Waving it like a feather duster or like a mop?
Yeah, that's what it was.
Either way, I'll clean the floor with you.
That's what I thought, too.
I can't decide if you're waving your sword like a feather duster or more like a mop.
Either way, I'll clean the floor with you.
Too late to start doing your job now, Swabby.
Ooh,
Hey,
got him.
you're laying a comeback on my comeback? That's gotta be against the rules.
You really should keep up on the latest trends. Goodbye, Threepwood.
Part 3, Return to Monkey Island. That's the title of the game. Six-minute walk. Uh-oh.
Good thing I can still hold my breath for 10 minutes. More or less.
Is it more or is it less?
What?
You say you can hold your breath for 10 minutes, but then sometimes you say 8. One time, I heard you say 12. Which one is it?
Well, in my prime, I could do 10 minutes. No problem.
Are you in your prime in this story?
8 minutes. Now let me get back to it before the 8 minutes runs out. There's no way I could ever pass this.
Okay, I haven't saved it this entire time. Just in case we get to that 8 minutes, because I don't know exactly what it does.
Even if I could pass this, I have no desire to go that direction at all. Monkey Island, 6-minute walk.
Two minutes later. Ooh, trivia card. Alien Circus was run by... Oh, what the hell was their name? I think it might be this one. Anything else around here? 2 minutes later. Actually running out of time, slowly. I'm so tempted to let it go, but... Hey, there's a hand. Oh, wait a minute. Is this supposed to be with that map? Oh, we made it. Barely. L plus E?
At last! Hello, Monkey Island. It's me, Guybrush. Did you miss me? Your secret will be mine. 10 minutes, tops. I just need to take a look at the map I stole from Lechuck. Aw, it's a heart with L and E someone romantically carved into the tree.
Oh, we can't carve something else in there? Red berry bush, stone monkey hands, wooden chicken. Please heed the sign. Murray?
Murray? Is that you? Sorry about the cannon. Oh, it's just a creepy skull. I'll keep this for my Shakespeare summer stock. It's a skull I found.
If there's anything else on this beach. Nothing? Guess we're going into the jungle then. Oh jeez. Looks familiar. Giant monkey head. Mighty volcano. Red berry bush. Hey.
I don't eat trail berries. Not after what happened last time. And the time before that.
Can't take them though?
You don't hear much about land pirates, but they're out there. It's a big stone monkey part. I shudder to think about what part I might find next. It's running a little fast. Well, I would have carved a pulley in the middle, but that's just me.
Oh yeah. We still have some of these items. It's weird. We did lose a couple of them.
I didn't know the island was zoned for housing.
Secret.
I do like honey, but I don't want to escalate the situation.
It's weird that we get to keep the chicken feed.
I don't think so. Secret this way. It's pretty straightforward, which I appreciate.
That's the X. Free shovel.
What an amazing stroke of luck. A free shovel to dig up the secret with.
Something feels wrong.
What an amazing stroke of... Whoa!
This feels familiar. Uh-oh. The heck?
That's not LeChuck.
What? That explains root beer.
I'm a little confused about who you're double-crossing. Is it everybody?
This clown won't know LeChuck's secrets. But I guess we could torture him anyway.
Wait!
I know plenty of Lechuck's secrets.
Maybe I can help. No torture necessary.
Do you know LeChuck's theme song, his catchphrase, or his favorite food?
What?
How about the first 2 notes of his theme song?
Not enough. Ugh, this is going nowhere. We wouldn't even be in this bind if you'd let me kill him on melee.
Don't start with me, Lila. Remember, it was me that intercepted the real map on its way to LeChuck in the first place.
That's a blank piece of paper.
It's encrypted.
I can reveal it with a dark magic spell, but I have to have LeChuck's personal information to break the security. As part of the spell, we have to play his music, say his catchphrase, and eat his favorite food.
Okay.
You could just ask him?
Ugh, LeChuck is too powerful to face directly. This trap was supposed to catch him off guard so we could get the information out of him.
And now we're out of root beer.
I swallowed a lot. Maybe wait a half hour?
Or I poke a hole in you and it squirts out right away.
We could ask his crew about all that stuff?
We thought of that, but they are on the ship, and it's enchanted to be unboardable.
Only LeChuck and his crew can get on it.
Really? How did we get on it?
Well, not sure I was ever technically fired. I mean, I did wind up at the bottom of the ocean, but no one ever said the words, "You're fired."
You can get on the ship?
Probably. I mean, definitely. Yes.
Fine. Here's the deal. You find out what we need to know. We decode the map, and we split the secret 4 ways. That's the only offer, and I won't make it again. In or out.
They're gonna betray me.
What are the alternatives?
We kill you.
I accept.
No way! You teamed up with Captain Madison?
Well, they were planning to double-cross me, of course. My only option was to do it first. Double-cross them before they could double-cross me. Triple-cross.
Dad.
I'd get them what they needed to work the spell on the map, and then I'd find a way to steal it.
Cool!
Remember, it's his theme music, catchphrase, and favorite food.
We're camped at the Big Monkey Head if you need anything.
Actually, there is one thing.
Oof. All of them? Wait, it didn't say follow them. Oops. Did I miss something there? Shipwreck? Go to the shipwreck. Murray?
Murray? Is that you? Sorry about flattening you. Oh, it's just a spooky skull. I'll keep this for Halloween. It's a skull I found.
Why do we need skulls? Freaking trivia cards, man. Where can you find brambles? Oh, fuck. Scurvy? Either that or bare bones. Oh well.
Yeah, the age-old battle of rock versus hull only ever ends one way. The rocks around here are treacherous. I have to be careful not to stub my toe. Ugh, this really puts the wreck in shipwreck. My sympathies to the unlucky. It says
Whoops.
the Sea Monkey.
Sea Monkey?
Hey, this is my old ship from Monkey Island 1. Wow, the Sea Monkey brought me adventure and fame. Oh, I feel like this is a good omen. Either that or this forgotten wreck of a ship discarded on the beach is highly symbolic.
Didn't we destroy it by shooting a cannon at it, though? Wasn't that a thing that happens? You shoot them in the distance and it sinks?
Oh, I'd love to get the old girl running again. It'd be a great summer project.
There's nothing else you could do here?
The Sea Monkey. Wow.
So we're going to the volcano beach. Another skull. Murray?
Murray? Is that you? Sorry about getting you mixed up in this. Oh, it's just a weird-looking skull. I'll keep this for no reason. Well, I'm no phrenologist, but it seems okay. It's some driftwood that washed up on the beach. I can relate.
Yeah, cut it up. Wait, is there anything else here before we try to go on the ship? I'm sure this is fine, right? Wait, whoops. Dinner?
Ah, I guess not.
Murray?
Murray? Is that you? I hope this doesn't affect our friendship. Oh, it's just a soaked skull. I'll keep this for my Skull Club meetup. I'm no phrenologist, but it seems okay.
Oh, jeez.
I'm sensing pure evil here, more than what's reasonable for an ordinary sea creature.
Want some crackers? What a skull. Ghost chicken feed? I don't think I have anything for him.
This whole tremendous ship is kind of a floating midlife crisis.
Not sure why we're going back to the ship already, but I'm sure it's fine. Kind of a slow climb. Oh, can I even go on? Yes, let's say.
Hi.
You're not welcome on this ship, Threepwood.
Back down we go. Probably gotta sneak in. Wonder if we can get another disguise at some point. Can we go talk to... Is he still around? There's no way, right? Hello. I guess you're still around.
Drowning down with just me thoughts.
Hello again.
Again? I don't know you. I'd remember an ugly mug like yours.
My mistake. See you later.
Oh, wait. Only joking. Hang about. Maybe you can give me a hand. I'm a bit stuck.
Did I see you stuff a notebook into your shirt?
There's nothing you need to know about. Go away.
What's in the notebook? Is it a diary?
Look, it's poems, all right?
Oh, right.
Zombie pirate poems, but they're not finished. I've got some problems to work out with them still.
Can I please have a look at your poems?
I haven't finished with them.
Maybe I could help you with your poetry? I've dangled a metaphor or two in my day.
Well, I am stuck in a few places. For instance, what rhymes with worms?
Jeez.
Squirms.
Oh yeah, that could work. All right then. I also need an idea for something that grows.
Resentment.
I think that fits. How about a rhyme for black?
Snack.
Right, of course. Very nice.
How's this gonna
Thanks a
work
lot.
out?
I was a bit underwater there, but I think at least I can call the first volume wrapped up now.
Hey.
What do you want?
Now that they're finished, would you show me your poems?
What? So you can steal them? Oh, I don't think so.
Okay. Honestly, I have no idea why I'm even asking. It's not your secrets I'm interested in, after all. Do you happen to know LeChuck's catchphrase?
No. Whenever he's yelling, I get too distracted counting his teeth to pay attention. Got me in trouble a few times.
Would you happen to know LeChuck's favorite food?
I've got better things to do than watch that guy eat.
Do you know if LeChuck has a theme song?
Does the screaming of his enemies count?
I doubt it.
Then no.
How did you get stuck on the rudder?
I was just doing my job, breaking in a new swab. That's not bad.
Oh, right, that's why I didn't remember us.
Fob, gob. Oh, gob. Gob could work. Anyway, let's just say that upper management took exception to my methods. And here I am.
The new swab you mentioned. What was he like? Rising star? Diamond in the rough?
A useless plank. I don't think he knows one end of the mop from the other. Also, he come down here, stole a knife I was keeping in my back, and left me stuck. Didn't even try to help.
Maybe if you'd been nicer to that swab, he'd have helped you.
Not him. Sometimes you can just tell about people.
Did you ever think maybe you deserve to be left down here because you're a cruel bully with self-esteem issues?
No.
Now that they're finished, would you show me your poems?
What? So you can steal them? Oh, I don't think so.
Okay. Honestly, I have no idea why I'm even asking. It's not your secrets I'm interested in, after all.
How can we steal them?
Enjoy your evening.
You're leaving? Without helping me? When I get out of here, I'm gonna eat what little there is of your brain and use your broken ribs to pick my teeth.
You want a skull? You want another knife in your back? Okay, so I have an idea for something. I'm gonna take a small break to go to the washroom, and maybe I'll leave the timer going. Maybe we'll hit it. Anyways, BRB. Alright, I'm back. Well, we knocked off a bit of the time. Let's save it real quick. Just in case. Oh!
I've got a friend who edits a paper. He might be interested in your poetry.
That'd be fantastic. But I'm a little inconvenienced at the moment, you know, stuck on the rudder and all that. Maybe you could show my work to your editor friend?
Oh, I get it.
And let's just keep this a secret between us, if you don't mind. Mum's the word until they're announced.
Yeah, just in case.
Gosh, Gullet, your poems. The only possible word is wow.
Oh, thanks very much.
Kind of interesting that was... Like, we had that item for like, ages. Well, here we go.
Oh, Dad, you didn't die. Quit goofing around.
You're right. I could still hold my breath a little longer. But time was running out.
Oh, and it's just gonna keep looping that, I guess. Probably. Alright.
So many fond, greasy memories. They've sealed it shut.
Sealed it shut?
I can already tell I'm not going to be able to do that.
We don't have anything else to try to get it open with, right?
They've sealed it shut.
Oops.
This was a good idea. They magnify stuff even better since I stuck them together.
I wonder why you keep certain items like that. So we need some sort of disguise.
Creepwood, not so sneaky without your magic disguise, are you?
Alright. Back to the island.
Ah, I guess not.
What am I gonna do with this poetry?
I'm not even a fan of live squid.
Did I have anything to do with the squid that was down there?
It's kind of horrifying.
Purple tentacle with green suckers on it? That is clearly a reference to like Maniac Mansion and Day of the Tentacle.
I'd rather leave the rest for nature to clean up.
What am I gonna use a tentacle for? Wouldn't help get the porthole open, that's for sure.
That is gaze-worthy.
Oh, we can't go in or anything? I guess the cannibals aren't here? That is surprising. Ah, this area. Murray?
Murray? Is that you? I probably should have left you in your crate. Oh, it's just a sea salt encrusted skull. I'll keep this, in case I ever take up skull juggling. Well, I'm no phrenologist, but it seems okay. Splendid!
No minigame about throwing stones off of here or something?
It's faded over the years, but it still says private property. Murray? Is that you? Sorry about the things I said to you. Oh, it's just a rancid skull. I'll keep this for the voodoo lady.
Why do we have so many skulls?
Just some old skull.
Hey, partner. We're ready on our end. Have you learned LeChuck's secrets yet?
Not yet.
Yeah, I ran into some trouble boarding the ship.
Is it the enchantment keeping you off?
Good news. We get to kill him after all.
No, that's not it. I lost my eye patch disguise, so the crew knows it's me, and they won't let me back on.
You need to look like one of them. I know a good spell that can do that. I'll need a secret to build it on. Get me a physical object from one of the crew.
Oh, we did that.
Something they would keep hidden from the others.
Oh, I already found a secret thing from one of the crew. Gullet was keeping this under wraps. Can you use it to make a disguise?
Slimy worms that wryly squirm. I can see why someone would want to keep this a secret. It's dribble. It's perfect. Qui doloram ipsum, quia dolor sitamet.
Ooh.
Nisi uta liquid sia come do consequat. Exceptor sinto que cat
videtat non freudent. Use the first poem to activate the disguise, and the last one to be yourself again.
Fantastic. Thanks.
Keep us looped in on your progress.
Yep, will do.
Oh, I can't look at the monkey head. Have it say the second largest monkey head. Dang. We're not going in there?
I guess Lila used them all up when she made the disguise.
Threepwood, I might have known you'd be wrapped up in this. It's just your kind of swamp.
Yours too, it seems.
I think I see what
like
to do
the
here.
Moral black areas.
I wonder if this arm bone has anything to do with anything. How was your trip to Monkey Island?
Damp. People kept dropping me into cauldrons of glop for some reason. But I'll have my revenge on all of them. Especially that withered zombie man on LeChuck's crew.
Doesn't know it's us. Does it matter what order they're in? It does seem to actually put them where they are, doesn't it? Oh, I'm guessing this is for the theme song, right?
Ouch! Hey!
Okay, can I like remove them? Yeah. Does it? Oh, will it tell me? Okay. Now I need me. Amazing, I almost got it right. So this is probably for when you get the theme song, right? Hey, whoops. This theme is kind of like that, but I'm sure we need the actual notes for it, right? We're not doing anything with the
I guess
empty
Lila
bottles?
used them all up when she made the disguise. Slimy worms that wryly squirm. Ideas fill my head. The poems flow as resentment grows, creatively undead. That's enough for now. I don't want to waste all the magic power. My soul is black. I've had a snack. The stench is growing worse. I miss the me I used to be before the zombies curse. It's kind of horrifying.
Come back soon, partner.
Making some progress.
This can't be right.
Isn't that a mop tree? I didn't realize you were on a mop quest.
Not since my college days.
That's great.
And then I was just experimenting. That's not important right now. Someone messed up, and I think I know who. Wally!
Poor Wally. All right. So put on this guys here.
Slimy worms that wryly squirm.
Real quick. I need to know. What's he gonna say? Hello.
Hi.
What are you?
I'm your long-lost twin. Mullet.
No. Mullet disappeared over 90 years ago. And we were fraternal twins, not identical. You cannot be Mullet.
You wouldn't recognize your own foot if it fell off and kicked you in the backside.
Mullet, is that you? The memories are flooding back. Mainly, memories of how much we hate each other. Even after 90 years, I can't stand the sight of you. Kinda get lost for another 90.
Okay.
Give my best to Mum if you see her.
Hi.
Get lost, Mullet. As far as I'm concerned, I have no brother.
Hi.
Get lost, Mullet.
Oh. Glad they put something there.
Permission to come aboard?
Gullet. I thought we'd lost you.
I'm still feeling the sting of your knife.
I got the knife back, so you let me know if the feeling fades. Your voice sounds funny.
Yeah, still a few quarts of seawater in the lungs, I guess.
I guess. Anyway, welcome back to the ship. Do me a favor and guard this spot until Lechuck and I and Rose get back. I've almost finished the piece I was working on, and I want to get back to it.
Of course.
It's me, Gullet. Why would you trust me with that?
Because you know if you screw it up, I'll stab you again.
Oh, we can't interact with this anymore? Huh.
Hey, Bob.
Hey, Gullet, you smell cleaner than usual.
Thanks. Do you happen to know LeChuck's catchphrase? I'm trying to be more like him.
Well, then you should change your catchphrase every few minutes. I have no idea how he keeps track.
Do you happen to know LeChuck's favorite food?
No, but Putra probably does, seeing as how she's the cook and all.
Right.
He's a chef now.
Does LeChuck have a theme song? I'm planning a surprise.
Surprising LeChuck doesn't sound like a good idea, but he did say something recently about having a theme composed. I don't know if it was ever finished.
See ya. Devil crabs like limbs, apparently.
Here's a limb. No. Here's another limb. Dang. A vote? Why would I want to vote?
One bell. Voting hour.
Is it just to
What's
get them
going on?
out?
I don't like being interrupted.
I don't know.
Someone rang the bell.
Okay.
Is that to get down here? What's this book?
It's LeChuck's personal diary. I wouldn't have pegged him as the type for self-reflection.
Oh no. They're writing it every day. Can I go backwards? No. Nice picture. Mac and cheese for dinner? Underperforming on purpose, that's not... Zonal chicken with Guy Ritchie's face! Exploded clown. New catchphrase, brandish the quivering bilges. Shiver the Seven Timbers. What is this weird thing? Care less about him. Be my bristling beard? This are the reasons I hate Guybrush Threepwood. Stupid name. Nice. It's much better press than I do. Ship is a lot better than his. Shiver my blasphemous bilges. God, how many pages are there? Instituting a new required Swabby report. Give up terrorizing the seas when we get to port. Apologizing to Guybrush and giving him a big hug. What? Oh, April 1st. Threepwood's Bane. Short and sweet. Oh my god, this just keeps going. Going back to the one I had on the 17th. Shiver my blasphemous bilges. The ship. The old days. Try a few buildings with cannon fire on the next visit. Huh. So shiver my bilges or whatever?
Toasty. Nice. A slideshow of creepy zombie guys. I know art is supposed to grab you, but this is taking it too far.
Well, we got that now.
It's the theme music Flair was working on. A jaunty little tune like this would be great at parties.
Oh, so she's not here, so we have to wait until she's back.
It's Chef Putra's empty demon pepper shaker. It's empty. I don't need to clutter up my inventory with another item.
Why not?
It's empty. I don't need to clutter up my inventory with another item. Old boots and deodorant. It's like a college dormitory. It's kind of soothing in a weird way.
Can I put something else in the pepper shaker, maybe? Chicken feed won't work, apparently. Wonder if I can get her to get more or something. So it was the song I was thinking, it's just I didn't put the notes right. It would have been funny if you can guess it. Yeah, I don't have anything that's even remotely like pepper. Interesting that that's there as an option.
I don't need to clutter up my inventory with another item. That's held shut with a pretty sturdy piece of timber.
That wasn't a thing before.
It won't keep anyone out, but it could keep something in. There must be something fairly nasty in there. What could it be? Panther? Python? undead, creepy, crawly monster. I could get mauled or something. I
want to get mauled. Is there nothing else I can do here? Tree from the smell. That was interesting.
They boarded it shut. Ew.
The mop is gone. What did they do with my mop?
Ugh, I'll keep my distance. Mothers are more vicious defending their young.
Still wonder what that's for. Still no way to get that? Wait a minute. His favorite food. Well, there's no way to take the food she's making, right?
Well, I'm not waiting around any longer. I've got work to do.
Waste of time. Hope my suit didn't burn. Golad, you tough old slab of crocodile meat. Somehow I knew you'd make it back. Can I fix you something to eat?
Well, have whatever Lechuck's having.
LeChuck's on the island, looking for the big secret.
You cook for Lechuck. Does he have a favorite dish?
Don't tease me by trying to take an interest. You've never had the slightest appreciation for my talents. You think I just sling hash.
You're the best chef I've ever known.
Chef? You called me chef? In all the years you've known me, you've never done that before. I don't know what happened while you were overboard, but I like this change in you. What was it you wanted to know about?
Lechuck's favorite food.
Well, that's easy. Tentacles with daisy sauce.
Yeah.
Don't blame me. It's not my favorite food.
Are we almost to the part about the triple cross?
Almost.
Tentacles with daisy sauce.
Ah, a classic. Thanks, chef.
You're welcome.
Can you make me some tentacles with daisy sauce?
Sorry, all out of the main ingredient.
Could you make tentacles with daisy sauce with this?
That's a nice one. Have it for you in a jiff. Bon appetit.
That's it?
Sometimes simple is best.
Okay then.
I'd rather not, honestly. Remind me what you told me about the pepper.
It's very,
She didn't say
very,
anything about the pepper to
very
you.
hot and very empty.
That's kind of funny. So you could redo all the conversations.
Hey, Putra, what horrible creature are you keeping in here that you have to bar it shut?
What? The cupboard's empty. The board's just there to keep it from flying open in heavy seas.
Oh.
You'd think you'd never been in a galley before.
Somehow I wish I'd never asked. It was more exciting before.
I wonder if I could take that if I... I don't know why I'd need it though. So where is... He's not around here, huh? Can we take this yet?
If I'm wrong about what that is, taking it would be a big mistake. If I'm right, it would be a bigger one. I wouldn't want to wake him up. Hey, I can see all the way to the giant monkey head. Madison, Lila, and Trent are all talking. They look happy, planning what to do when they're finished with me, no doubt. Well, I'll have the last laugh. Ha! I think it's just a sculpture. I hope it's just a sculpture. Toasty. I've had enough fun with that already.
Oh, so we can't do that anymore? I guess we're kind of done with this, right?
Hey, partner. We're ready on our end. Have you learned LeChuck's secrets yet?
Can I really trust you?
Completely.
I know all of LeChuck's secrets. Let's do this thing.
Okay, let's get started. The first step is to play LeChuck's theme music. You're the one who knows how it goes, so you're in charge. Your instrument is over there.
Watch who you're calling an instrument.
Okay. Mi, sol, fa, fa, re.
That's promising. Next step. Madison, let's have the map. Quis nostra fugiat, nulla tempor. Labores nisi ex comedo consequat. Quick, say LeChuck's catchphrase.
Shiver? The quivering? Bilges.
Quis autem
Wait, was that it?
velvetate velit. Now, eat LeChuck's favorite food.
Do I have to?
Yes.
Can't someone else do it?
No.
Oof. Okay.
Well,
Nothing is happening.
Uh-oh.
You must have screwed something up, Guybrush. Get it right next time.
come back when you know the right answers.
Got that catchphrase wrong, didn't I? On the 17th. Shiver my blasphemous bilges. Shit.
That's promising. Next step. Madison, let's have the map. Quis nostra fugiat.
Did I skip through this?
Nullat labores. Quick, say LeChuck's.
Shiver? My blasphemous? Bilges.
Quis autem velvele. Now, eat.
Oof. Okay.
Here we go.
Oh. Wow.
Look, there are lines on it.
It's working.
Quick, steal the map. Who the heck is that? Who's that person, anyway?
Wow, this dark magic stuff gets kind of intense. Anybody see where the map got to?
Not your concern.
Oh,
Thanks
no.
for your help. Time to go.
Wait.
Any last words before we drop you off the cliff and retrieve the secret for ourselves?
Look behind you, a three-headed monkey.
You can't fool us. There aren't any monkeys here. This is Monkey Island.
What happened to all the monkeys? Oh, right. Is it because of after escape? Oh no.
And now good riddance to Murray, the annoying demonic skull.
Wait, I have a family.
Good. Trent, let's have a look at the map again.
Odd. It was just in my
Did Murray
pocket.
take it?
Never mind. I remember what was on it. Let's go get the secret.
Ow.
It came from over here somewhere. What the? Threepwood? Alive? Oh, sort of.
Little broken.
So, you survived walking the plank only to stumble off a cliff. I always knew you were a buffoon, but this really takes the prize. Speaking of taking the prize, as you lie here, slowly dying, feel free to torment yourself with the knowledge that I will shortly have the secret. And then the fairy lane as well. I didn't quite catch that, but no matter. Your last words will be forgotten, along with you. And the dubious tales of your paltry exploits will likewise wither and be gone, without so much as a stone to mark where they were.
It's all the X's on the
You
trees.
will be nothing. Soon, not even the stench of your passing will remain, as the world moves impeccably onward.
Captain Lechuck, it's Captain Madison, sir. She and the others have just set sail. They're leaving the island.
Leaving? They must know where the secret is. If we hurry, we can catch them at sea and persuade them to share.
Well,
I think my pancreas is broken. Possibly also my spleen and my gallbladder. Whatever that is.
Hello? Is someone here?
Elaine.
Guybrush! Oh no. Are you okay?
I think my pancreas is broken.
Do you even know where your pancreas is?
Judging by the pain, I'd say everywhere. What are you doing here? Did you come to rescue me?
Looks like it, though I didn't know it till just now.
How did you even get to Monkey Island? I guess you made the potion?
You used a potion to get here. It's so cute. But let's not get sidetracked. You've fallen off a cliff.
I can't compete with Lechuck or Madison, let alone both. They've got crews. They've got ships. They've got supernatural magic powers. I've got some crackers and 2 monocles.
And your charming personality.
Might as well
That's
just
great.
lie here and starve to death.
I've got a better idea. Come back with me to Scurvy Island. I'll take a break from the Scurvy project to nurse you back to health.
Yeah, why not? I'll never get the secret now that the map is gone.
Did somebody say that?
Hello?
Of course, Murray's got it. He just fixes himself.
Is that the map to the secret?
That melonhead put me in his pocket with it. I grabbed it for leverage.
Holy cow! The secret is
Wait.
at the voodoo shop on Melee Island.
Really?
Change of plan, Elaine. We're going back to Melee.
How does that make sense? She sent us on this
What about
quest.
all the things you just said?
Well, I didn't have the map then. Where's your ship?
It's actually your ship. Your old ship, I mean.
What?
The Sea Monkey is wrecked on a beach just east of here.
I know, I saw it.
I got dropped off here so I could fix it up as a surprise
Oh, no.
for your birthday.
What a great present. You always amaze me. I had no idea you knew ship repair.
I don't know any more than you do, but I brought a manual. Why don't we fix it together?
Why?
You can do the goopy parts.
Race you to the ship!
Advanced ship repair for the dummy klutz. It's like it was written just for me. Advanced ship repair for the dummy klutz. It's like it was written just for me. I feel like we're entering a new phase in our relationship.
I am trying to contain my joy.
I feel like we're entering a new phase.
I am trying.
Come on, Murray. We've got our work cut out for us.
I don't relish the idea of being with you, but I guess it beats spending the next 100 years on this stump. Maybe. Wait, not the pocket.
Race away into the ship. I think it's actually this way.
It says the secret is at the voodoo shop on Melee Island. Advanced ship repair for the dummy klutz. It's like it was written. How's it going in there?
I don't know what you're planning now, but I'm going to see you burn for it.
Slowpoke.
You had a head start. Should we get started?
Ready when you are.
Oh. Another trivia card. Wait. Oh, whoops. Original Monkey Island was first released on... Oh, no. I'm gonna say Amiga or... Shit. I'm actually not sure if it was, I guess it was just PC. I know there's an Amiga version, I think. Insert Guybrush revealed ship montage, shot 5:15.
Well, we did what we could with the materials at hand.
I love it. It oozes nostalgia.
Among other things. You steer, I'll bail.
Part 4, Things Get Complicated. Wasn't one of the chapters called that in one of the other games? Sounds familiar. Oh god, the ship's falling apart.
Huh. I would expect Madison or LeChuck's ship to be here by now.
Oh my goodness, look at the damage! I've got to go and talk to Carla about organizing earthquake relief.
You're not coming to the voodoo shop?
Well, of course I want to, but this is a crisis. There'll be other damage. I have to help. Well, I'll want to hear all about it later.
Right. See you soon. Watch the ship for me. Bite anyone who tries to steal it.
You're fine. There aren't any scrap lumber dealers on Melee.
I'm not leaving again without the secret of Monkey Island.
Hey, the cookbook.
You saved the cookbook.
Yes, I saved the cookbook. The ceiling was collapsing, the building was on fire, people running everywhere, and I saved the cookbook.
Cool.
You're welcome.
That means we can return it to Cairo and get another book.
Are you done with the cookbook? I'd like it back.
No, you can't take it! With my bar gone and no hope to repair it, this is all I have left!
Did you feel the earthquake?
I was too busy running for my life!
What are you drinking?
Soda with a twist of avocado. It might be a little fizzy for your grog palate.
Oh, sounds exotic.
Not done with my drink.
Oh, I thought we'd switch it. Is that what we need that book that was in the locksmith's place for?
It's only slightly singed. Carla might not even notice. Are you done with the cookbook? I'd like it back.
No, you can't take it! With my bar gone and...
How come you're still here? The bar is half collapsed and slightly on fire.
Get lost.
Wait, just in case, what's on the poster now over here?
Wanted. Any information leading to the arrest and conviction of the person or persons who destroyed the historic mop tree.
Just making sure there's nothing new there. Halfway to Melee Island. Wait, how did we get here first? Doesn't make any sense. Oh, because they're fighting. Hopefully they sink each other, right? Wait a minute.
Old man. The secret will be
Lechuck doesn't have any cannonballs. He threw them all overboard.
I've been searching for the secret since before you were born.
That's exactly my point. Finding the secret is a young pirate's game.
Years of experience and me relentless drive will ensure the secret be mine.
Only if you don't have a heart attack first. Ha! Last chance to give it up. Then we obliterate you.
Get off my ocean!
Oh, they beat LeChuck? Or, never mind.
I'm impressed by your crosswind ramming technique. I'll have to add that to my book.
My crew is quite skilled when given the right motivation.
I am still worried about Threepwood. He shows up in the most unexpected ways.
We don't have to worry about Threepwood anymore. I left him broken and near death at the bottom of a cliff. His eye was pussing up, and bone was protruding from his leg. Animals have probably already scattered his limbs from one end of the island to the other.
So it's agreed. We stop fighting each other and we join forces to find the secret.
Oh no.
Agreed. No funny stuff. We split the secret. Teammates.
Of course. Trivia card. Flags on the midway are... Oh, fuck. Red and green. Damn. I must just remember this shit.
The problem with this statue is it's not a statue of Elaine, the best ever governor of Melee. Someone defaced Elaine's scurvy flyer. Someone defaced Elaine's scurvy flyer.
I'm gonna go see what's up with Wally.
My pressing business is across the street at the voodoo shop.
Oh.
I feel the secret is within my grasp.
Fine.
Am I too late? Was LeChuck here?
Oh, she
Did Madison
moved.
come? Did they get it? Where's the secret?
Gotta be in there, but... Oh, she's still here.
You've had it all this time.
I possess little and much. To what are you referring?
Don't play dumb with me, Karina. I have the map. The secret of Monkey Island is here.
What is it you wish to know?
Can't you read my mind?
No need. I can read your face well enough. The secret is where you suspect it is. Inside the large safe near the front door.
Where are the keys to the safe? I'd like to get it open as soon as possible.
I am
no.
prevented from helping you with the keys.
You have to use the locksmith.
But there is one close by who knows much.
How do I find him?
Her. And she will find you.
How do you know that?
She is outside the shop.
How did I not think of using the monocle on the safe earlier?
How could you keep this a secret from me? You knew I was looking for it.
It is not a secret from you, Guybrush Threepwood. It is a secret. Full stop. I am bound by an agreement, a contract, signed in blood, with gruesome punishments for disclosure.
Some kind of a voodoo thing?
No.
Why did you take the secret? Doesn't it belong on Monkey Island?
I have taken nothing. The safe came to me as you see it and belongs to someone else. I accepted a fee and cast a spell upon it to prevent it being moved. That is all.
Who owns the safe?
Alas, there are forces which prevent me from revealing the true owner.
It's gonna be something about like Herman Toothrod or something.
Have LeChuck or Captain Madison been here?
No.
That's weird. They were way ahead of me.
Sometimes it's better to have two enemies than one. But you should not waste time.
I might have more questions for you later.
I might have answers, but I make no promises.
What happened to your cauldron?
I sold it to a soup shop on another island. They didn't mind the magic spell residue.
I hate to leave it here, but I can't take the safe with me, and I need to find keys to open it. I'd need a lot of keys to open that.
Insert obviously wrong key into safe.
That key doesn't go here.
I thought it would do something.
That key doesn't go here. I'd need a lot of keys to open that. Gross. Looks like day-old avocado soup.
Wait a minute. Monocles.
The scrollwork is nice, but there are no numbers here.
Dang. Are you kidding me?
The scrollwork is nice, but there are no numbers here. Ah!
You found the secret. You are a spark among fallen leaves.
Here again.
Secret? What secret? I admit nothing.
You can't hide that look in your eye. I know it well. I am Whiteling Bones. Whitey. Like you, the hunt for the secret consumes me. Like you, I know where the secret lies, but lack the means to open the safe. You must have many questions.
How do I open the safe?
5 locks, 5 keys. Golden keys.
I know where one of them is, technically.
Hidden long ago.
Where can I find the golden keys?
Most are found already. Got one myself. Old Mrs. Smith had one before she died, and Bella Fisher, too. Also, I heard one was found on Bermuda.
That's only 4.
One more was supposed to be hidden on Terror Island. That one has never been found.
Hang on, I'm writing all this down on my to-do list. This doesn't sound so hard.
A lot of people don't come back from Terror Island. Also, Bella Fisher sank out at sea and nobody knows where. Took her key with her.
Oh.
Others stopped trying so hard after that. Not many still seeking the golden keys. Maybe just me. And now, you.
I have your key.
Can I borrow the key you have, just to try it out?
Not so fast, bright boy. Whitey Bones is not such an easy mark. You prove yourself. Get some skin in the game. Find me when you've got more keys than I do, and maybe I'd talk partnership.
What do the golden keys look like?
They're gold. It's just paint, but they look nice.
Why is the secret in the safe instead of on Monkey Island? Do you know?
Secret's always been in the safe.
Uh-huh. Could you repeat what you said about who has all the keys?
Old Mrs. Smith had one. She lived here on Melee before she died. And Bella Fisher had one before she went down with her ship on the high seas. Someone in Bermuda must have one. And I've got one. And the last one's probably still on Terror Island.
What about that woman with the key in her hair or whatever?
How come I never heard about any of this before? I'm kind of a secret of Monkey Island buff. You'd think I'd know about it.
The clues were buried deep and clever. Only a few ever puzzled them out, and we keep ourselves to ourselves.
This all seems needlessly complicated.
Life is like that sometimes. Best just enjoy the ride.
You seem more lucid than when you were hanging out of the window on High Street.
We all got our good days and our bad ones. If you don't know already, then you'll see.
See you around, Whitey. I've got keys to track down.
Okay, bright boy. But you watch your step. There is a curse.
Of course there is.
Keys are protected by a terrible curse. Beware.
Whoa! A curse? Really?
No. I mean, yes, she did say that, but she was just being dramatic. Whitey likes to make a big exit. Well, one thing's for sure. I don't know how to get to either of those islands she mentioned. I'd better get a good sea map right away.
Of course. Hey, Wally. Been a while.
Hey, Wally. Have you got a sea map of the local area? Can you jot down the locations of Terror Island and Bermuda?
No problem. I'll also add a few extras. The ship tracking feature is going to blow your mind. It's a little trick, I know. You need to be able to go the extra mile if you want to make it in the big time, like me. Be careful. The last pirates I made a map to Terror Island for were never seen again. And Bermuda can chill you to the bone. Not many pirates want to head up there. Oh, and when you get to Scurvy Island, say hi to Elaine for me.
Thanks, Wally. And sorry about blowing you up that one time. Hey, Wally. What was the deal with all the crazy maps on Monkey Island?
I made the map to the secret, and a darn good one, I might add. But what other people do with it after purchase is not my legal responsibility.
Why didn't you tell me the map said the secret was right across the street? That would have saved me a lot of time.
Sorry, but I was all NDA'd up on that one.
It's the pirate life for me.
Yep.
Wait, where's the map you just gave me?
I'll wait until I'm back on my ship to open it.
Okay.
Property foreclosed by order of Madison Enterprises.
So what happened to these guys and their business they were gonna open up?
Doing fine. Doing fine. Snazzy sign. Wally's done well for himself. Still in business.
Oh, I see.
It's the Cod's Wallop.
Welcome to the Cod's Wallop, Threepwood.
Thanks.
We feature the freshest fish on the block, and the freshest company as well.
Whether you're here to buy or just pass the time, we don't mind. Though, of course, we do prefer it if you make a purchase.
I haven't forgotten about the discount you offered me.
Yes.
We've really got to stop doing that.
I know.
I'd like to buy some fish.
That's an excellent life decision, me lad. Today we've got hagfish, toadfish, slimehead, bloater, and lumpsucker. What'll it be?
Hagfish.
Here's a box full. Should be plenty. You want me to run a tab for you?
Sure. And don't forget the discount.
Aye. First box will be on the house, then.
Thanks.
Can I just buy them all? Paid my fish for other ones.
You guys fish. Have you ever heard of someone called Bella Fisher?
Bella Fisher. Aye, she could spin a yarn from Port Royal to Trinidad and back again.
And a consummate angler she was.
What?
Good at fishing.
She had a secret fishing spot, she did. More bounteous than the whole rest of the sea together.
She probably rests there now, being as she did disappear on a fishing trip.
No one knows the location, though 'tis rumored that she left clues as to its whereabouts.
Did Bella Fisher ever show you a big fancy key?
Not to my memory.
No, I don't think so.
Just thought I'd check. Tell me again about Bella Fisher's fishing spot.
3 clues they say she left behind as to where it was. But no one knows what sort of clues they'd be.
Are those the graffiti?
Rumors, of course. Probably nothing to it.
Did you guys feel the earthquake?
That we did.
At first, I thought it were just me stomach complaining about me breakfast.
Aye, we all thought that.
I think I'll browse today's catch.
You'll find none better.
Ugh, they're more like snakes than fish. What are these little yellow guys?
They're lump suckers. Easy to eat and great for sucking out cysts and boils.
Can I have one? Oh. I'm guessing they all have use. Oh, so I can look at them, okay.
These are tremendous. What are they?
We don't actually know. Found them at the bottom of the shipment.
Well, they look great, but I don't have a wheelbarrow. What are those fish up there called?
Floaters. Best not to ask why.
I don't really want to know. That's an amazing trophy you have there.
Aye, that's a combination trophy and fly swatter. In case we ever get an insect infestation.
Nice shark.
Don't let the size fool ya. The coral fire shark is the most dangerous shark of all. That one took down 17 good sailors and 3 dinghies before we even reeled them in.
They have hagfish, toadfish, slimehead, bloater, and lumpsucker. Just thinking about not imagining it is making me imagine it. Nice crab.
Fought him for 11 hours. Sorely wanted to eat him, but it weren't crab season at the time.
He's a handsome devil.
First fish I ever caught. Couldn't bear to eat it. Of course, I was only a lad of 3 at the time.
What are these pointy ones?
Slime heads. Some folks like to cut off the pointy parts before eating,
I've noticed
but that's
that
a
book
personal
that
choice.
looks like the book that the girl in the place has.
What are these blobby guys?
Toadfish. Surprisingly, no relation to actual toads.
It's a copy of At the End of the Plank.
Oh, aye, a gift from a good friend. I haven't actually read it myself yet.
Can I have it?
Can I borrow this book?
No, I haven't read it yet.
Me either.
Maybe if I get him another book.
What's that flag with all the holes in it?
Quite proud of that. We caught it up in a fishing net one day. 'Tis one of the signature flags of Bella Fisher herself.
Bella Fisher? That was Bella Fisher's flag?
That's what I said, yes.
Is the flag for sale?
Bite your tongue. That's property of the chums.
With the who?
No one.
It's too late. The bait's out of the bag. We might as well tell him.
Yeah, tell me.
The Chums is by way of being a semi-secret society
That
of
would
anglers. Indeed, a bit more semi than we
Fishing
were just
areas?
a minute ago.
Sorry.
Anglers?
That means people who fish.
Mostly we tell stories.
Aye, stories about fish.
Can I join the chums?
Well...
Please?
Have you got any good fish stories?
Yeah. One time, I was swallowed by a manatee.
Aye, stop right there. Let me give you some advice. Make the story about a whale instead.
But it wasn't a whale. It was a manatee.
No one knows what a manatee is. Trust me, make it a whale. It'll be better.
Okay.
Now, because I like your enthusiasm, and for no other reason, I'm going to induct you into the Chums.
Sweet.
Yes.
Take this fishing lure. Other chums will have these too, on their clothes or displayed somewhere. Go out and find them, show them your lure, and tell them your story. They'll give you advice.
I'm great at taking advice.
Learn all you can, then come back here and tell us your story again.
Where can I find chums who aren't you guys?
You could start with that young pirate that hangs around at the scum bar.
Don't tell him where to start. He's supposed to look for the lures.
Sorry.
How much for the goldfish?
Sushi's a pet. She's not for sale at any price.
What do you feed her?
Feed her.
That's an interesting mounting method.
Caught that one trying to escape.
Excellent, Marlin.
Aye, that ain't real. It's a promotional item from a local yak butter fellow. But it looks nice enough.
Are the blowfish for sale?
No, indeed. These are for personal use. They're excellent for burping contests. Care to join us?
Don't mind if I do.
Winner gets to keep the blowfish.
Is he blowing into the back end?
Aye, well done. I hereby declare this a draw.
So nobody gets to keep him? Dang. How could I increase that?
I know fish can't blink, and I want to keep on knowing that. I'd like to trade my fish in for some blumpsuckers.
Cute little fellas, aren't they? I'll put it on your tab.
Thanks.
Oh, can't do anything like that? Okay, I'm gonna take a small break. I will be right back. Alright, I'm back. So I wonder what this little, like, side quest about the fishing people is gonna be about. Gonna help me with her somehow? Maybe we get the clues from it? I thought the clues would be
like
these.
a volcano island with horns that swallowed a basketball.
But the one's incomplete, but these are 3 different hints.
I think it's a chandelier. Looks sort of like an eye.
Hi there.
Hiya. Hello again. Would your mother perhaps have been known as Old Mrs. Smith? Whitey Bones said something about an old Mrs. Smith.
Well, I didn't call her that. But I suppose some people did. Mainly when she was older.
Did your mother find any of those golden keys she was looking for?
One. She left it to me in her will.
I will pay you any amount of money you like for your mother's key.
When my mother died, her personal possessions went into probate with the court. When they came out of probate, I was still too devastated to claim them. As you can see from this letter the court sent, they and the key have been destroyed.
Well, this is an unexpected wrinkle. What happened to your mother's golden key?
As you can see from the letter I gave you, the court destroyed the key.
That can't be good.
Can I get another key made?
Sure. Just write down the serial number and give it to me. It's pretty well made, if I say so myself.
These are nice.
Thanks.
Wonder if it has something to do with the gold key.
Probate Order 1673832, pursuant to Statute E, Section C, subsection IS. By order of the court, the following unclaimed personal effects have been destroyed. Golden key, fancy box. Looks official. It's got a wax seal of a parrot on it. Oh, are you in the chums?
If I were, would I tell you?
Greetings, fellow chum.
Greetings, fellow chum. Have you a story to share?
One time, my ship was swallowed by a whale.
But then what? A key point of every fish story is a dramatic ending. Did you land the fish? Did it get away? Does someone get married or killed or both? People want to know how things turn out.
Oh, that makes sense.
Want to give it a try?
Okay, one time, my ship was swallowed by a whale.
Morgan knocked me out and sold me to my enemies.
We stuck a hook in the beastie's mouth and caught it from the inside.
I think you've got a lock on it.
Sweet.
I can tell it's early in your training. Find some other members of the chums, and they'll help you hone your skills.
Okay. You will be mine, Golden Keys. You will be mine, Golden Keys. Come on. Can I please try your key grinder?
Seriously, I don't much care if you grind off a finger. But I don't want to have to clean up afterwards.
At the end of the plank.
My mother's. Please don't touch it.
Mm-hmm. There'd be a card. I was wondering what that was there. Organoflade first appeared in Tales. Chuck's Revenge. It's funny that we had two references to her right away, like right in a row there.
Hey, Guybrush!
Oh geez, what happened here? Otis would have been killed if we didn't save him.
It's been reduced to rubble. The lamp broke. Possibly an improvement.
Oh, also he's in this cell now. Stan got out.
Otis. What are we gonna do with you?
I didn't do anything this time. I was framed.
Where's Stan? Did they let him go?
No, Stan got sentenced to hard time.
Oh no.
Did you know he was representing himself?
I've heard that's unwise.
They took him to the ice quarry on Bermuda.
Of course they did.
Where did you say Stan is?
They took him to the ice quarry.
What did you do to get arrested this time?
Nothing! I was just standing there minding my own business, applying for earthquake relief. Did you know you're only allowed to do that once?
There is no justice. Are you worried the rest of the building will cave in?
Yes. You think you could spring me again?
Ugh, I doubt it. It looks like something happened to the serial number on this lock. I'd like you to tell the museum curator about our jailbreak all those years ago. The one with the mugs of grog. He doesn't seem to have the story quite right.
Of course, the truth is important. When I am free again, I will pay him a visit.
Well, I don't see that happening anytime soon. Let's visit again soon.
Have your people call my people.
That never ends well for the knife.
Oh. Still wonder why I have stuff like that. Wait a minute. Oh, can I give that to the guy? The cook? said he lost everything. Get up his picture back, I guess.
It seems to be stuck closed. Aww, this is where I risked my neck for Elaine, and she showed me she only needed me to risk my heart. Also, the windows need some work. I wonder what they're waiting for. What are y'all waiting for?
Earthquake relief. And you'd better not be looking to jump the line.
I wouldn't dream of it.
Those who cut, get cut.
Well, who's manning the lookout if you're here in line?
You want to do it? Feel free.
How long do you plan to wait here?
As long as it takes.
How long do you plan to wait here?
As long as it takes.
The human toll of these natural disasters is devastating.
Hey! Thanks, Carla. Good luck. Guybrush.
Hi.
I want to hear all about the secret, but I've got to go back to Scurvy Island right now. Let's talk later.
Okay.
Okay. The Sea Monkey 2 is almost as nice, and it's a lot bigger.
How's it going, Carla?
Have you seen the line of people outside?
Those are citizens who were affected by the quake. But there isn't any money in the coffers to support the relief effort. I'm basically handing out IOUs.
Can I get in on some of that sweet, sweet disaster relief?
I already told you there's no money. I'm handing out IOUs.
I'll take what I can get.
Fine. It's not real money anyway. I have to list a purpose, so what's it for?
There's a huge, hazardous crack on Low Street.
You say hazard, I say public parkour course. But I guess you're right. This is just a promise from the town to back your relief project at a later date. Don't get too excited.
Name of the sheriff in Monkey Island 1 was Shine Top, right? Got an achievement for 10 trivia cards. It'd be hard to get them all, wouldn't it? You'd have to be wandering around a lot.
Stay out of my bedroom, Threepwood.
So which one of these books would I need if I were to get her book back? Treasure maps? At the end of the plank, I didn't notice she had that.
Can I borrow this book?
One book at a time. I only trust you so far.
Why can't we get 3 different copies of that book? Like, there's 3 of them lying around, at least. So we got a couple things I want to do, but, go back down here real quick. Want your picture back? No? Dang.
Greetings, fellow chum.
Greetings, fellow chum. Have you a story to share?
One time, my ship was swallowed by a whale. We stuck a hook in the beastie's mouth and caught it from the inside.
You know, what your story needs is a part to set the stage, to let us know what's going on and who the people are. It should come at the beginning, like a,
A beginning?
Like a beginning, exactly. Like, I was on the deck of a burning Spanish galleon with Horseface and Itchy Joe. And then all of a sudden, and then you take it from there. Want to give it a try?
Okay. The pirate hunter Morgan Le Fay had my first mate at sword point. And then, all of a sudden, my ship was swallowed by a whale. We stuck a hook in the beastie's mouth and caught it from the inside.
Yeah, that's the way. Your story's not bad. But it's missing a few things. Find some other chums to help you fill in the gaps.
I'll do that. What are you drinking?
Soda with a twist of avocado. It might be a little fizzy for your grog palates. Not done with my drink.
That was refreshing. It's empty.
I think the fact that they mentioned Otis's reliefs. Are we doing it again?
Not done with my drink.
No, it replaces your one. You're only allowed to keep one. Okay, just keep that in mind, I guess. Why did you just randomly burp? Oh, I get it.
Hello.
That was refreshing. Hey, how about a burping contest?
Always! Winner keeps the blowfish. Aye, that was an absolute ripper. I hereby declare you the winner. The blowfish is yours.
I don't know why we need a blowfish, but we have one. Oh, pull him up.
These suckers are certainly lumpy. Probate Order 1673832, pursuant to... It's an IOU for funds for repairing the crack on Low Street.
I feel like there's a lot of shit I need to do. What's going on at the lookout if he's not there?
I could stare at this forever, but that wouldn't be much fun for you.
Nothing we could steal from him? Firewood.
It's nicely dried, pre-cut, and ready to go. I think I'll fill up my coat pockets with this bulky firewood. Seems like it might come in handy somewhere, and I'm sure no one will miss it.
Trivia card. Blood Island is home to... What the fuck was on Blood Island?
Hi there, little guy.
Oops.
Stan's
jeez.
building collapsed. This place looks like an earthquake hit it.
Oh, of course it did.
This must be that old toothbrush Stan wanted.
Well, we can't get it to him now. Well, I guess, yeah, we can visit him in the other place.
There's a torn picture in here. This half shows Stan himself. I think they've captured Stan quite well, actually. They
Wait
did
a
a nice
minute.
job with the coat.
We have two pictures.
I think they've captured Stan quite well, actually. They did a nice job with the coat.
Gotta be some relation to why they're similar.
This used to be such a bright... It's sad to see the shipyard like this. It always looks bigger on this side of the island.
The bucket's gone. Still can't go to meat hooks, eh?
Museum of Pirate Lore.
Anything new going on in here? Oh, they have something new. I see.
Two parrots. Security's been beefed up. Or two parrots. Security's been beefed up. Or, I should say, parroted up. Tell me about this flag.
Oh, it's a super valuable artifact I recently acquired. One of Bella Fisher's original pirate flags. One of only 3 known to exist.
That's why I kept this key, right?
Whoa! That's not supposed to be unlocked. I'd better fold this and put it in storage. Then I can figure out what's wrong with the lock. Looking good. I like things neat.
Huh.
Gotta get these edges perfect. That's folded perfectly.
Oh, that's how I get in. I see.
That'll do, parrots. I'm gonna have to ask you to leave the museum while I figure out what's going on with my display case lock.
So yeah, why can't I just feed them both and take it?
Welcome back. Please try not to touch anything that seems like you're not supposed to touch it.
I mean, yeah. That was easy. Where is it now? Wait, am I blind? Where? Oh, there's.
It's one of Bella Fisher's original pirate flags. Wait, what's this tiny writing on it? Replica, not to scale. Oh, nuts.
Oh, so it's not real. So the real one's probably in storage, isn't? Yeah. I think I get it.
Whoa! That's not supposed to be unlocked. I'd better fold this and put it in storage. Then I can figure out what's wrong with the lock. Mom would be proud.
It's hard to say for sure. I'll just leave the replica flag in its place. Maybe you won't notice the real flag is missing.
Nothing else in here? Meanwhile, we got one of them.
They were all in on it, but Threepwood was the ringleader. First, he's banging me and the other skulls around with a femur, forcing us to sing musical notes against our will. Then he's shouting nonsense like a drunk parrot, and he takes a bite out of a squid's arm. Right after that, that's when the earthquake started.
Still, it could be a coincidence.
You find a shark in your swimming pool, that's not a coincidence.
Okay, I want to go back in to talk. Oh, it's closed.
My brilliant deduction is that the museum is closed. The light's off. Looks like they're closed.
Yeah, I guess we're not talking to him about that. Oh, your bridge got destroyed.
One's my limit. A classic specimen of Alata needlius, a carnivorous vascular dicot known for its tasteful coloration. Just like I'll treat myself to a purple flower, I hope.
I still wonder what that voodoo head was for that we bought before.
Hey, little dear. It's probably time for them to fly south. Another resource has given its all in support of my personal goals. It looks pretty and smells wonderful.
I got that flower back. I have to see something. Can we give it to Otis?
Hey, Guybrush!
You like flowers, don't you, Otis?
Carpathian bellflower. I once got arrested for picking those in the forest. Okay, twice. Good times.
It looks pretty and smells wonderful.
It is weird that I didn't get arrested for it. I forgot those were the exact flowers that he got arrested for. So I think we can probably get out of here for a little bit. Scurvy and Terror. So we don't get to see all the other islands. Sail to a drift ship.
Ahoy!
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 Permission to come aboard.
Afraid we can't let you do that.
Permission to come aboard, sir.
This isn't a protocol issue.
Although we do enjoy a good protocol.
Are you going to
See
let me
that flag?
Apparently, that's what you enjoy doing.
There's been a deadly scurvy outbreak on the ship.
Oh, no.
We're under strict quarantine, so we don't infect others with this deadly pathogen.
I don't think scurvy is contagious.
You don't know that. My best friend's uncle's gardener's dog says it is.
It's a scientific fact.
No, don't try to snow us with your science quackery.
If scurvy wasn't contagious, then only one person would have it.
His logic is flawless.
I really don't think scurvy is contagious.
You don't know that. My best friend's uncle.
Handle your side.
Where'd you get that cool flag with all the holes? It looks familiar.
We found it floating in the ocean. It's one of Bella Fisher's flags. She probably lost it when her ship went down.
We're afraid to take it down and offend the scurvy gods.
Scurvy
There is no
gods.
such thing as the scurvy gods.
Well, then why is there scurvy? Answer me that.
Can I have your flag?
Did you not hear me? Scurvy, on board, quarantine.
Well, you could just toss it down to me.
Best not to risk it. It's probably crawling with scurvy, trust me.
So we need something from Elaine,
Scurvy
probably.
bite you.
Scurvy bites. I knew this was bad.
It's seen better days. This clever mashup really gets the point across. The messages are a little mixed, but clearly enthusiastic.
You're welcome, and thank you.
Biohazards are my least favorite hazards. I'm sensing a generally negative attitude directed at visitors.
You have the deductive power of a cantaloupe.
Hey, Murray.
Have you tried scurvy? It would suit you.
We don't have anything right now, do we? Yeah, but we have a lot of items.
The messages are a little mixed, but clearly enthusiastic.
You're welcome.
Just Scurvy Island first. Meanwhile...
You're right. It won't budge.
It's strong magic.
I can still get it
Voodoo
open with a
Lady's
spell,
not there.
but I need a good power spot.
It beats trying to find the keys. We don't even know where to start. It could take forever. Only a fool would do that.
I know an excellent place for power spells, but it's not on this island.
No problem. We can craft it there and then come back here.
We'll take my ship.
I'll stay here to keep an eye on the safe.
And steal the secret yourself? I don't think so.
Stop it. Clearly, no one trusts anyone to stay behind. We'll all go together.
What if someone else finds out the thing is here?
The only map is lost somewhere on Monkey Island. Probably eaten by a wild boar by now.
The map maker knows it's here. I've got a bone to pick with him anyway. I'm thinking maybe one of the large ones in the leg.
Ah, Scurvy Island. This is where Elaine's been growing all the limes for the Marley Foundation's Scurvy project. She's probably back here by now. I can't wait to see her.
I mean, we've bumped into her multiple times already.
says the Marley Foundation's Scurvy Treatment and Prevention League, or STAPL, welcomes you to Scurvy Island, 1.5 miles to STAPL headquarters. It's a very realistic likeness of the scarlet-plumed point and snip bird. I didn't know Elaine was into woodworking. Whoa, had me fooled. Thanks, bird. Shh.
Oh, what is this? Lime grove.
Wow, Elaine sure has been busy. I better talk to Elaine before I steal any limes from the foundation she's worked so hard to set up.
We need the banana picker for that.
That's where all the driftwood goes during driftwood mating season. Elaine and I swim there sometimes. Elaine and I debate about whether it looks like a parrot or a cockatoo. Ah, I love that place. It's like a 100-foot candy cane. I got swept over the edge one time. Good thing Elaine knows CPR.
I have a strange feeling we're gonna harvest everything here somehow.
Elaine, are you decent? Hello? Hey, this used to be a picture of both of us. What happened to the me part?
Why? Why not? I'm sure that's a puzzle for later.
I pinched a yak with it once, and then I sort of accidentally pinched the staple remover. I had it for years before I remembered to give it back to Elaine. She was happy and mad at the same time. I'm happy. It obviously means something to Elaine, too. Not everyone can list a staple remover among their cherished mementos. Hi, I'm working due west of Driftwood Beach and due south of camp today. Pirates used to have to steal this from Elaine to prove themselves.
Oh, that thing.
No, at least that's what they told me when they made me do it.
Can we take it? No. Okay, south of camp and west of Driftwood?
That's where all the driftwood goes during driftwood mating season.
Gotta be that one, right? One of these two?
Hi.
Hi.
I'm guessing that's randomized or something.
What's a nice girl like you doing in a tropical paradise like this?
Harvesting limes for the Foundation and waiting for a ruggedly handsome pirate to stop by. What happened at the voodoo shop? Did you get the secret?
Not yet, but I'm closer than ever. I just have to gather a few golden keys together and I'm good to go.
That sounds promising. What about Lechuck and Captain Madison?
They weren't there, oddly enough.
Well, be careful.
How's your project going?
The project has hit a snag. We have plenty of limes, as you can see, but people are refusing to take them.
Of course.
They say they don't like the taste and they don't believe they'll help with scurvy. And they don't want to sacrifice valuable cargo space that can be used for booty. As an elected official, I could have issued an edict, but as a private citizen, I have to convince people. I tried this flyer.
Yeah, I've read part of this.
I know it's terribly dry, but the facts are there.
Oh, do we have to spice it up a bit?
Have you tried using a different font? Comic Sans, for example.
Yes, but I need a small one to fit all the information on.
What about adding bullet points? They could be little limes.
People not liking limes is part of the problem, though.
Good point. What if the text was centered instead of left justified?
Somehow I don't think that's going to make a lot of difference.
I'm not sure what to tell you.
It's basically a sales and marketing problem, and neither of us is an expert in either of those things.
Yeah, I see what you mean. I'll hang on to the flyer. Maybe I can find a sales and marketing expert to look at it.
Okay. Did you happen to feel the earthquake while you were on Monkey Island?
No.
Oh, well, it was a big one.
Can you spare any limes?
You can take a few. Like I said, I'm having trouble giving them away.
How come the picture of us on your desk was torn in half?
Yes. Sorry you saw that. There was an incident with a seagull. It flew away with you into the lime groves. I looked, but I couldn't find you.
I see.
We're supposed to use that to like prove we're friends with Stan or something?
You said a seagull carried away my half of the picture of us?
It flew into the lime groves. So far, I haven't found it. Sorry.
I'll go find a marketing expert now.
I'll be right here when you get back.
Oh no. Oh, we can't like scroll down?
Hi, I'm working due west. Ah, limey. You can smell the ascorbic acid.
Oh, so at any time we can put that, okay. I see the bird there, so...
These groves go on forever. Whoa! No way. I don't want to lose my hand. The bird has a torn picture in its nest. Is that a picture of me?
Can we take like the other ones out? Like, can we take these out now? Oh, how can I get rid of this bird? Crackers?
It's not a parrot. It's a seagull.
So what? It should be hungry?
It's not a ghost chicken. It's a seagull.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Oh, do we need the right fish? Maybe we need one that's not so good for eating.
Elaine and I debate about whether it looks like a parrot or a cockatoo.
Halt, ship!
What did I just do?
If that's what you can call that.
Made it myself. It's a source of pride.
This is a scurvy inspection point. The law requires that you're carrying limes before I allow you to proceed north.
Well, we are.
Look, I have limes. See?
To proceed north, you'll have to fill out a customs declaration form. Name?
Guybrush Threepwood, Esquire.
Fill this out and be completely honest.
Oh my god, what is this? Are you a pirate? Yes. Plague Islands? Did you answer question 2? Yes. Oh no. So I'm guessing we have to get this right. Are you carrying limes? Yes. You ever been a member of the pirate party? No? Question 4 and not question 6. Or not 6. I will not answer 27 or 28. Okay, 27. You've checked an odd number. Oh. Are you kidding me? Odd number or even number? Okay, so that one's gonna be last, I guess. I will not answer. Theoretically, couldn't I just not answer it? I'm not sure if that would count, right? Because then you're not answering it. Are you carrying large livestock? No. Carrying more than 10 or less than 3, but oh god, no. No bananas. Wait. More than 10 or less than 3. That's also not a yes or no question. So I guess I'm gonna say yes because it's less than 3. Did you not check 7? I checked 7. Arg. So do we check Arg? I mean, yeah, Arg. If you check 9, did you not check 2? Didn't check 2 or 9. If you check 9, did you not check 2? Have you been to Bermuda during the winter? No? Can a woodchuck chuck wood? Yes. We learned that in the second game. You worn a disguise or use a pseudonym before? Yes. Is the answer to 13 and 9 a lie? 13 and 9? No? Are you not carrying limes? No? If you check question 1, verify you checked question 29. What's 29? Check this. I'll check it then. Wait, where was I? Wait, yeah, okay, this one. Have you ever destroyed a priceless artifact and gotten away with it? I think? Currently filling out a customs form, yes. I think therefore I am, yep. North Star is in the south. No. It verified that I've answered question 11 incorrectly. Did you not check 7? I checked 7. Wait a minute. I don't remember seeing that answer before. I guess? Also, wait, is that 11 or is that Roman numeral? No, that's the way the font is, okay. I am not carrying any trivia cards. Do you mean like solved ones? Yeah, oh, I saw one on the mask, like the actual thing. 2, 3, 5, 7, and 11 are prime? I think those are prime numbers. Odd or even? I don't know, we'll check that at the end. Technically, wait a minute, you can't answer that. You can't have those right. So where was that one before? Because yeah, if you check one, that's gonna change the answer. Right? Don't check this. Check if you didn't check 25. I checked 25. Don't check this if you didn't check question 29. I checked it. So that means I should check it. Arg again, yes. Okay, so how many do I have? Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So if I check even number, if I go boom, even, that should be right. There's no way there's a correct answer for this, right? There's no way they would make you do this. This is too...
All right, let's see how you've done. Well, we have a problem right off the start. We don't allow pirates on Bermuda. I'm going to have to request that you leave these waters immediately.
Does it help if I'm a mighty pirate?
No.
What? Are you kidding me?
Back so soon? To proceed north, you'll have to fill out a customs declaration form. Name?
Oh, I thought that was a trivia ticket. I think it's a map.
Guybrush Threepwood.
Fill this out and be complete. All right, let's see how you've done. You forgot to check that you're carrying limes. I'll check that for you. Good answer. Interesting you would check that one. Good penmanship.
I didn't check
Not
any of them.
checking that was smart. Okay, this is in order. You may proceed with full approval of the Bermuda Port Authority.
That's silly. So I wonder, because there's a lot of achievements, I wonder if there's anything for that one. Barebones Island? Now I've forgotten what I was doing. Because we accidentally went up here. I wasn't trying to before. Yeah, I guess I wanted to see the Chuck ship. Why does it go to this one again? So, like, what happens if we give them the boring flyer?
Have a look at this flyer on limes.
Ascorbic acid deficiency, collagen synthesis, mucous membranes.
Hey, that is a bunch of science nonsense.
We won't have any of that around here.
It's all a trick to track our plunder.
As if you have any plunder.
You should try limes. They help prevent scurvy.
Where did you hear that?
Is that more of your science mumbo-jumbo?
You need to leave before you catch scurvy.
Have a look at this flyer on limes.
You already showed us your lie-filled...
Take your science...
Bye. Don't let the scurvy bite you.
I guess we could check out the Chuck ship.
Hello? Anyone up there patrolling the deck? Ready to kick me into the sea? Sounds like the coast is clear. I hope. Unless it's a trap.
You are a disgrace to the pirating profession.
I'm more focused on the staying alive profession right now, thanks. So far, so good.
Why would I need to be up here, though? Oh, for it. Yeah, wait. Where is it?
Greetings, fellow chum.
Greetings, fellow chum. Have you a story to share?
The pirate hunter Morgan Le Flay had my first mate at sword point. And then, all of a sudden, my ship was swallowed by a whale. We stuck a hook in the beastie's mouth and caught it from the inside.
You know what? I think your story would really benefit from some colorful description. Like when I hook a fish. I don't just say I hooked a fish. I say there was a majestic fish, glistening like liquid silver, dashing through the waves, stretching my line out like the truth in a schoolboy's mouth.
Oh, that does seem a little more gripping.
Want to give it a try?
Okay. The pirate hunter Morgan Le Flay had my first mate at sword point. And then, all of a sudden...
Oh, jeez.
My ship was swallowed by a titanic alabaster whale with eyes like destiny and skin tattooed by 100 harpoons. We stuck a hook in the beastie's mouth and caught it from the inside.
Dazzling. I can see you're developing your flight feathers. Keep talking to other chums and you'll really learn to soar.
I'll do
How
that.
many chums are there?
So, obviously I'm actually Guybrush Threepwood.
Pleased to meet you. Again. I assume that's your real skin this time?
Yeah, sorry for tricking you with the other two.
Two?
One. Math's not my best subject.
Either way, don't worry about it. You're LeChuck's rival, not mine. I've got better things to worry about. Also, I enjoyed the book you brought me.
Where is everybody?
Flambe's up in the crow's nest. Odds are he's sleeping. Iron Rose said she was running an errand. The rest went with LeChuck on that other ship.
Would that be Captain Madison's ship?
I think that's right.
Interesting. Don't tell LeChuck I was here, okay?
Don't worry. I wouldn't want to risk making him that angry. He gets a bit, scary.
Remind me why Flambe still has a job? He doesn't do anything.
He's handy to have around when we have to fix things below the waterline at night.
Hang in there, Bob.
Still not funny.
Devil crabs like limbs, apparently.
Wonder if there's anything to do with them. We have more items, but still don't think we have anything to get them.
Now's not a good time to attract attention.
Oh, I gotta try going back down there.
Toasty.
I'm just curious if you could. I need someone in marketing. I'm not sure who that is yet.
I wouldn't want to wake him up. These things get more sophisticated every year. I don't see a chum lure anywhere.
Still can't take this?
If I'm wrong about what that is, taking it would be a bit... It doesn't do much to cut the chill in here, but I'll take what I can get.
Gotta be something else to come here for, right? Oh!
It's Chef Putra's Demon Pepper, made from the hottest peppers you can get.
Oh, please tell me there's a Papa Pichu joke in here. Please.
This is Chef Putra's Demon Pepper, made from the hottest peppers you can get. Tasting it is not a good idea.
Dang. I was just wondering if they would do that.
An empty demon pepper box. Looks like Putra replenished her supplies. Somehow I wish I'd never asked. It was more exciting before. Yeah.
Nothing else here? We got some pepper. Still nothing I could do to get that egg, right? So bizarre to me. Also, my bag's gone.
Ugh, I'll keep my distance. Mothers are more vicious defending their young. It's empty.
Guess that's everything on here, right? Should go talk to, what's his face? Oh.
I'll make this quick. I don't know when LeChuck's coming back.
I guess you can't. He's still down there, but you can't. We go to Terror Island? Huh.
I never throw out a good piece of parchment. Hey Murray, anything on the horizon?
Only your eventual ultimate obliteration.
Is this... Oh, this is how you find the, thing, isn't it?
Are we lying in wait or just...
4 minutes? What do you 4 minutes? Did it take that long to climb
really
down?
Deep. I've already been diving for 4 minutes. I've got to turn back now, or I won't be able to hold my breath long enough to return to the surface.
Oh. I guess that's how you find the fishing spot, maybe? Or something?
I'm not even mortal and I'm feeling the minutes tick away.
Terror Island? God, we have so many places to explore. I'm guessing this, like, chapter is probably like the bulk of the rest of the game.
Death waits for all who enter. I'd turn back if I were ye. That's encouraging. Did that just move? I thought I saw it move.
Place is creepy.
I'm sure I'm a more skilled survivalist and have nothing to worry about. I'll just keep telling myself that. It's not one of the golden keys, but any key is a good key in my book.
What is the key for?
It's not a skeleton key, but I did find it stuck in a skeleton's chest. I'm sure I'm a more skilled survivalist, and this place gives me that lonely feeling. I'd rather keep moving along.
Rambles. God, I have so many items. It's insane. Slimy grotto. Guess we're getting new stuff, I guess?
Yeah, it's like a slow crashing wave of spores.
Huh. Nothing else here besides that?
In all the worst places, there are mushrooms.
Can't, like, carry them in anything? Hmm. I'm guessing we probably need this shit for something later. It's just, I don't know exactly what it's for yet. Leaning tree.
For a dead tree, it's a little too lively.
So a bunch of those trivia cards are for this game, which is, I probably shouldn't have answered them. I should have kept, like, hang on to them. The ones that I don't know. I think I'm gonna start doing that.
Just a dead end. Sounds a little creepy if you think about it too much.
Because I probably could have gotten a bunch of them answered if I would have hanged on to them and just don't answer them until you find out.
Ugh, looks like he had the wrong person watching his back. What really bothers me is, why do these pirates look familiar?
Look familiar.
I'm not sure I want to know what happened here. I'll be fine as long as I don't lose my wits and keep my head. Looks like another greedy pirate who met a sordid fate. Yeah, this place gives me the creeps. It's an old oil lamp with a little lamp fuel inside. It's not lit, but it does have some lamp oil in it.
Hmm. I'm trying to think, looking at these pirates, they don't look familiar to me. Hmm. A lot of spiders.
Whatever it is, I don't think it wants me around. There's no such thing as a man-eating mushroom, right?
There was in Space Quest.
It says XYZZY. It's locked.
Well, we have the key just for this occasion.
I think the lock must be under that sign. I can't quite get it off of there. It says XYZZY.
Hmm. Man, we've used this knife so much.
XYZZY.
That's not gonna help me. Oh no. So we have a lamp, we just need to find a way to light it? Why is it glowing?
XYZZY.
Is that like a spell?
Neat. It's magic.
Huh. I don't have anything to light that.
I'm not walking any farther. It's way too dark.
Hmm.
Whatever it is, I don't think it wants me around.
I think that's everything that we can... Did I go to the mysterious clearing? Yeah. Strange island.
back! I could see you! How did you find me?
I just sailed up and here you were.
Who are you?
I'm Guybrush Threepwood, mighty pirate.
Are you alone?
At the moment.
Thank goodness! I'm Ned Filigree, accountant. I don't mean to be rude, it's just that I'm in hiding.
You must be good at math.
I'm a creative accountant. Math doesn't really enter into it.
You any good?
Don't judge me by where I live. I've just had a few setbacks. It's all I can afford right now, but it's temporary.
Who is it you're afraid of?
Well, have you heard of Stan S. Stanman?
The name sounds familiar.
Thank goodness they locked him away on Bermuda. He'll be chipping ice in the quarry for a long, long time. I can't help but be nervous, but actually, I guess I've got decades before I really have to worry about it.
How come you're afraid of Stan? He's always struck me as pretty harmless, except economically.
Sure, but you never can tell what someone like Stan will do. He's got no moral center. Like I said, I'm glad he's safely stuck in the Bermuda quarry for a good long time.
I'm on a quest to recover the secret of Monkey Island.
That's a good move. I've heard the secret is a one-of-a-kind intangible, which means you can assign it whatever value you want to. Also, since it's very old, you can claim a lot of depreciation.
Wait, are you trying to tell me I'm gonna have to pay taxes on the secret?
Not if you're smart about it.
I'm gonna explore the island a little bit.
Holler if you find anything interesting.
Nice likeness of you. Where's the other half?
No comment.
Can I have the picture?
No! That would be weird.
Can I have the picture?
No! That would be weird.
I could put him with Stan if I had it.
Can I have the picture?
No! That would be weird.
That's a mighty fine looking chest you have there. What's in it?
Everything I own. The fruits of a man's life. The yardstick by which I'll be measured when I'm gone. It's mainly paperwork. He's in jail for...
Nothing to see but a lot of corrosion.
Hey, that's my chest!
I'm gonna explore the island a little bit.
Holler if you find anything interesting. Is that a sail? Oh, no. Oh, wait. It's a seagull.
It's old and the bristles are frayed, but it does resemble a toothbrush.
How can I get that picture off him?
Years and years and years.
Probate Order 1673832, pursuant to Statute E, Section C, subsection IS. By order of the court, the following, it's an IOU for funds for repairing the crack on Low Street.
Whoops. Want some crackers?
For years and years. I admit it. I know Stan, so what of it? You can't prove anything.
I don't see a chum's lure anywhere.
I guess I'm off then.
Hey Murray, this looks like a great place for you to spend the rest of your death.
Don't even think about it, you traitorous worm. Remember who got you the map.
I wanted to check something back here. All of a sudden, I can't think of what it is now. What was it I wanted to check? Maybe that. Can I light this?
Okay, it's lit.
Okay then. Is there anything else I wanted to check while I was here? I don't think so. Head back to Terror Island, I guess. Good thing I didn't step in there. Would have fallen right off.
It says, warning, you are about to enter a maze of twisty passages, mostly very similar.
The graffiti. I don't remember the order of the graffiti. I think that eye is the first one. Shit, I don't remember seeing any of these. What order would they be in?
XYZZY.
It doesn't seem right off the bat. You can leave at any time.
It says, warning.
I don't remember that one. Maybe that was the unfinished one? Yeah, I don't remember these ones either.
XYZZY. There's no such thing as a man-eating mushroom, right? It's getting hard. There's no such thing as a man-eating mushroom, right?
Why did they make you walk all the way back, though? Oh, there were more. Ah, shit, that's why. Okay, so I guess we'll go from this order to the other.
It doesn't look finished.
So like a weird gate with a dot. Then you got hourglass thing with a dot. Oh man, this is gonna be hard to remember. So hourglass, sword, weird graph thing. Then you got the mountain one. You got the tree one and an eye. Let's hope that's all there is. Fuck, that's gonna be hard to remember. Okay, so first off, no, it's none of these. Because wasn't it was like a gate with a dot on it. It said it was unfinished though. So what if I go in reverse order? It started with I. No, but then after I, it was the weird tree one. Go through that one. I don't see any of the symbols that I'm looking for there. Like every so often I'll find one like that one. But then it's back to different ones.
Looks like someone forgot to pick up their trash.
Spring sprung hard, the something flowers yawned wide, the bees dove in. Sail away to the next season on his major voyage quest. She tried and failed to keep it casual. What? Is this trying to tell me the solution?
XYZZY.
It's that one. That one's not there. There's another note. Okay. Major voice questionnaire and completion. Original nose tasted ring. What? Did I just brute force my way through?
The pit of agony lies ahead. That's promising?
But yeah, did it not have anything to do with the graffiti back at town then? I don't know, I don't really understand it.
It looks really deep. Okay, here goes. Oh no, the lamp is going out. I should have seen that coming. Water, fire.
I don't see anything to click
How am I
on.
gonna get out of here?
Do we have any way to light? I know we could do this.
It's the pirate's life for me. It's the...
Whoops, no. I didn't read that. I guess I could try it.
XYZZY.
But
that was a close one. I'll have to remember that fire doesn't burn underwater.
So need a light that's not
It's getting hard to
fire-based?
tell the flora from the fauna. There's no such thing as a man-eating mushroom, right?
I'm not sure if I should keep going trying for that one or something else, because what else could I use to make light under there?
Okay, it's lit.
Unless there was like a spot I could put that. Let me just try something real quick. I'm not even sure what I'm doing here, like what this place is for. Is it gonna let me just go ahead? Yeah, several twisty patches just later.
The pit of agony lies ahead.
What I could do to make light from here. I wonder if we can get...
These suckers are certainly lumpy.
Need something that would glow in my inventory. Like this sign.
It looks really deep. Okay, here goes. Oh no, the lamp is going out. I should have seen that coming. Water, the flame has gone out. I guess it's not waterproof.
I don't think you'd be able to make it waterproof either because it needs air. Shit.
Nope.
Can't pull it out.
Help! It's too dark to see anything. It's too dark to see anything. I can only X, Y, Z, Z, Y.
Well, I guess we can go to one of the other islands.
I'll have to remember that fire doesn't burn underwater. There's no such thing as a man-eating mushroom, right?
I guess that cave is a problem for Tuesday me. Bermuda.
A bucket filled to the brim with rotten fish bones. The wind must have blown out the fire. Okay, it's lit. It's amazing they stay lit in this weather. It's amazing they stay lit in this weather. I'm staying far away from this. The wind must have blown out the fire.
Ah.
It's way too high to reach.
So I need something else to catch fire?
It's a very regal-looking ice sculpture.
Yeah, I guess we'll go inside.
It's locked. Maybe I'll come back later.
Okay.
It says, Courthouse of Bermuda.
This guy.
Order! Order in the court! I am going to cite you for contempt of court for not asking permission to approach the bench.
Don't I know you from the shakedown at the 19th parallel?
Order! Order in the court! If I don't get order, I'm going to clear the court.
I'll take that as a yes. May I approach the bench, Your Honor?
You may approach the bench. Court is now in session. Judge Plank presiding. How do you plead?
Guilty of being a mighty pirate.
Order! Order in the court! Quiet on the gallery, or there will be arrests.
Did I mention I am searching for the secret of Monkey Island?
Until it becomes a legal matter before the court, it is of no interest to me. Although, I do remember a case several years back where the secret was claimed to be a fraud and a scam to sell computer games. I believe that was settled out of court for a substantial sum.
What did Your Honor do wrong to get this appointment?
Never beat a Supreme Court justice in cribbage.
Your Honor, do you have to buy your own robes? Or are they court-appointed?
Order! Order in the court! If I don't get order, I am going to clear the court!
Your Honor, are you wearing pants under that robe? Please remember that you're under oath.
Order! Order in the court! If I don't get order, I am going to clear the court!
That is all, Your Honor.
Court is adjourned!
Can't ask him about Stan.
Order! Order in the court! I will have order! Do not waste this court's time by submitting incompetent, irrelevant, and immaterial evidence.
I don't see a chum's lure anywhere. I submit these official-looking documents to the court, seeking a reprieve from destruction.
Order! Order in the court! Upon review of said order, the court finds that due to procedural backlog, the listed items have not been destroyed. Except
Nice.
for the fancy box that Brad from accounting took. The legality of the aforementioned document having been presented is verified. Presenting pleadant may therefore take possession of said items.
Thank you.
I have no idea what you just said, but thanks for the key.
Order!
We have one of the
Order in
keys,
court.
yay!
Outbursts of thanks will not be tolerated.
Anything else?
It's one of the most beautiful keys I've ever seen.
I don't think we have anything else for him.
Now there's someone I've got to meet. Toasty. Toasty.
Is there going to be an achievement for touching each of the fighters in this game? Because it just feels like there is. I've noticed them all over the game, and I've been trying to click on everyone I can. Speaking of which.
It's a torch I lit myself.
Uh-oh, we melted the
Who's
sculpture.
the idiot who placed a torch next to an ice sculpture?
What can I do with that one? Like, how can I get that one that...
It's locked. Maybe I'll come back later.
Bermuda. Ace Quarry? Ace Castle. Go to the quarry. Probably only have time for one of these places, to be honest.
Is there anything special about this stump?
No, why?
Well, it was tagged, so I thought, you know, maybe there would be a great gag about a secret opening to a system of tunnels or something like that.
Please don't joke about tunnels next to the prison, sir.
Hi. Any chance I could get inside the quarry?
Not many try to get in here, just out. What's the purpose of your visit?
It's a social call.
We do have a visitation
so this is where
policy,
Stan is?
but it's quite strict. Who are you here to see?
Stan.
We do have a Stan. I'm a little surprised he'd have a visitor. Can you prove you know him?
I can describe him. Loud jacket.
That's why I need
Never
the other
stops moving his
picture
arms
of
or
Guybrush.
his lips.
That does sound like him, but I'm supposed to see some actual physical evidence. Just bring me something that shows you two have ever been in a room together. That way, I can tell my boss that I did my job.
Here you go, that's clearly me in the picture.
Those are two very sinister looking people.
Real quick.
Greetings, fellow chum.
Greetings, fellow chum. Have you a story to share?
The pirate hunter Morgan Le Fay had my first mate at sword point. And then, all of a sudden, my ship was swallowed by a titanic alabaster whale with eyes like destiny and skin tattooed by 100 harpoons. We stuck a hook in the beastie's mouth and caught it from the inside.
Listen, let me tell you something about anglers.
By which you mean people who fish?
Right, but if you are one, you'd say angler.
I would?
Every subculture has its own special language. Words with significance specific to that subculture. When you use them, you convey both meaning and membership.
That sounds good.
That's why authentic sounding fish stories always have plenty of angler lingo. For example, I wouldn't tell people a big fish broke my string. I'd say I was jigging with a hard bait when a strike from a lunker snapped my leader.
That's both highly specific and difficult to understand.
Exactly the point. Want to give it a try?
Sure.
Okay. The pirate hunter Morgan Le Fay had my first mate at sword point. And then, all of a sudden, my ship was swallowed by a huge lunker of a whale. A real chum-chomping line breaker, if ever there was one. Then we stuck an umbrella jig head in the beastie's mouth and reeled it in from the inside.
Yeah, that's the way. You almost sound like a real angler. Not a half-bad story. You know who you should talk to. Elaine Marley.
Huh?
She's kind of famous, but she's nice. She might see you.
She just might. Thanks.
I guess that means
I'd
we
like to visit my close friend Stan,
got
please.
them all.
Like I told you, I need to see some hard evidence that you've ever been within 2 feet of each other.
How's nothing else from him?
Do not approach the gate, please, sir.
Hey, fellow chum.
You must know the tradition. I can't talk chum's business if you don't show your lure.
Peace Castle.
Toasty. Toasty.
What was that? What is this music?
Nice view.
Where's this going?
Roaring fire, melting ice. Very hoogly.
There's another copy of that book.
Welcome, loyal subject.
How many copies of that book do I need? I'm guessing we have to do like a trading thing since there's like different... I'm guessing there's something wrong with each one.
These matches are specially formulated for freezing temperatures. Disclaimer, will not light underwater.
Well, matches will help. Then I can light it without going back to
This
blazes.
entire castle is made of ice. Thank goodness there's a fire, ready to be freezing. Ah. It's slowly filling up with castle. It's slowly filling up with castle.
Can I do anything with the bucket?
I'm sure there are plenty. It's already lit.
Can I just start tossing things in the fire again? I don't know if I have anything that would work with that. It's weird that I could do that early on and now I can't. Oops. Did that with so many items. Wait, we have firewood.
At the end of the plank.
My only copy. Please don't touch it.
But I feel like there's a good stopping point for tonight. I would talk to them, but I'm sure they're gonna have a whole bunch of shit to say. Got a lot done today. Got a couple chapters done. I feel like we're probably at best only have one more stream of this. That probably won't be a full stream. Yeah, that is gonna be it for me tonight. Back on Tuesday with more of this. I'm playing more Judgment tomorrow. GG's. Thanks for watching, guys. I will see you later. Bye-byes.